Y'all are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Specifically, you are up here in the mountains, just outside the town of Nomrat, where you have come as part of a mission to recover a box that was stolen from the town of Nomrat that supposedly contains the instructions on how to raise a sky island. Now, after having infiltrated and dug up a goblin warren, you've managed to rescue a woman by the name of Zalfriora. You've come up the mine shaft after having run off the various people who had taken the box and manipulating the troll leader, Gneeznak, into siding with you. In exchange for returning his sword, he allowed you guys to escape and leave, and you have just climbed up to the top of the goblin stronghold. As you emerge from the cave, the lady, Zalfriora, stands there and asks, "What would you like to do? What is the plan?"
Oh,
Whoa, look at that art.
that was my second guess on
look,
the art.
it's really good, actually.
Oh, whoops, I'm not in the game. Ugh.
Well,
Good morning, Breezy.
There we go.
we have to finish. We have to go back to Nomrat, tell them we did our job so we can leave. Hopefully they'll let me leave. They technically own me.
You should not let anyone own you, generally.
Well, there's like a whole lot of women with weapons and one me.
Do you not
Well,
believe
you're
that
here-
women should be armed?
He looks at his arms like, I still have arms. I'm just really short.
But do you not believe that women should have weapons?
Yes, everyone should have weapons. There's women and giants out there who will persecute you. All must have weapons.
So,
Have you spent much time in Shu?
I have.
Jim Royal, like, he kind of opens up his chain shirt a little bit and shows the collar he's forced to wear. All men have to wear these. Not wearing it could result in death.
That's a shame. Perhaps
It is
we could
very-
work
I'm sorry.
towards the liberation of the genders.
You know what? That is a plan of mine. I just have to not be in jail. And I need the men here to. What do the humans say? He stops for a minute. He's like, kind of like tapping his chin, thinking about. It. He's like, I think I heard once that the saying was "grow a pair."
Interesting.
If
As a
you see the
question-
men around, go ahead.
As a question, what do you intend to do with the box?
Well, our mission or our agreed upon quest was only to return the box,
To the vault.
the vault.
Yeah,
Who has absolutely no documentation of who owns what because it was blown up.
like Breezy's looking at the box right now, like just closely examining it. Because I believe the last description we got was that it was a bread box sized box with like storm inscriptions on it.
Yes.
Lumi, she was at the back of the team as you guys were talking about this, and she flies close to you as this mention of the box. She looks at you, Breezy, examining the box, and she looks straight into Zafriora as she places like a small pebble that she picked up from the floor in her pouch, and she goes, "Well, the box. I believe we have recovered the box. That's all that we were asked to do." And she looks around. She's like, "All they asked us to do was to deal with the goblin problem and their charity problem. I believe we've done those things. So,
We have to return the box. Is that what you agreed upon? I was unconscious.
well, no, I don't believe so. I think I only have my deal with Captain Dewey was only to deal with the gobbling and the charity problem.
Well, I mean, we still promised her we'd bring back the box, and if it's really Sulfuria's, she can just remove the box because it's hers after we give it back, right?
How,
She,
how Breezy? There's no bank left. It got blown up.
I mean,
There's
we
no,
give it
there's
back
no,
to the
Well,
there's no records.
Captain Dewey. She's the one who's in charge.
let me she's like, but Brissy, if you we did find who placed the item in the vault. It was a sheaf. The documents were
Well,
there.
that's the thing. Zephoria is saying she did it.
I look as a for Zalfiora to see whether she nods as yes or no. Or...
He looks at you and nods. It is mine, but Hachette did put it into the vault.
And what is that? If
And
it's a
now is
book,
oh, she's an elf. Okay, that explains it because that was
yeah.
like 80 years ago. Yeah. Okay.
She and what is this box to you?
It is my birthright. It is a gift to me from my ancestors.
Breezy's gonna shake the box to see if she can hear if there's anything inside of it.
She looks at you and raises an eyebrow as you shake an artifact. And
Oh yeah,
yes,
not like super hard. Just just to see if there's anything moving around in there.
there is something that barely moves in there. It just slides a couple of millimeters based off of the
Yeah, but
weight
you
shift.
can feel the weight moving.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And there's no keyhole or anything like that.
There is not. You don't see a seam on it.
I look at Zalforia and just say, "Well, how do you open it?"
It requires a special key that is located in a city far to the east.
I don't know
I was
you
unable
guys, but I'm
to access the city until recently, and my friend resides there and knows the secret to open it. So I am on my way there. Once I, of course, acquire the box.
Breezy is going to and she's biting on her tongue as she thinks. She's gonna put the box down for a brief moment, and I'm gonna use my recently acquired second level spells. Oh, actually, this is a good question. We leveled up, so I can cast second level spells now, but we
Yes.
haven't rested yet. So would I be
You
able to
would still
cast the
have
ones I
access
just
to it.
learned,
Yes. Yes.
even though I haven't rested
Correct.
to prepare them?
Correct.
Okay. Well, then she's gonna put it down. She's gonna draw a little circle around around the box, and then she's going to try to cast knock on it. I don't think this
Okay.
is gonna do anything, but I just wanted her to try because it's what she would do.
Awesome. She watches as you do that and smiles. And as you cast knock on the box, a small section of it opens and rotates.
Look, something happened.
She looks at you. That's impressive. Where did you learn to do that?
Oh, I mean, I was just thinking about how I wanted to open the box, and I just did it.
Very good. Are
I
you
mean,
able to proceed with the unlocking?
well, I mean, I could probably, if I take a break, I could probably do that a few more times, but not right now. I'm kind of tired. She says as she looks back over at the cave they're all walking out of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, if I could take a break, just give me a chance to eat and sleep a little bit. I could probably cast that a bunch more times.
The small section rotates back into place. After
Oh.
6 seconds.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let me. Turns out you, Breeze is like, Perhaps we can see how many times it's required. Would you like to? I can help you investigate.
No, sure. I mean, honestly, I
Basi-
wasn't expecting that to work. I kind of just thought of that spell off the top of my head right now. I'm surprised it
Well,
worked.
let's have a look.
Well, the thing already closed, and she can't cast it again. That was her last second level spell slot.
No, I understand, but my rationale, Lumi's right. So I don't. Well, I understand you can cast the spell anymore, but we now know roughly how it looks like, and she asked for the box for you to give the box to her. And if you do give her the box, she will look around the box to see where the sim or whatever that thing unlocked, if there were more that she can identify. So
You know, the box is bigger than Lumi is, so Breezy
okay.
will be nice and hold it for her and let her examine it. But it's also a very clandestine manner for her to not let go of the box because she doesn't want to let go of it.
I understand. Is that okay for me to investigate to try to
Oh yeah,
identify?
Breezy Breezy's holding it out to her, just rotating it however she wants, but she's
Okay.
not letting go. It's
Does that work,
Sure.
Eric?
Let's roll your investigation check.
I'm going to be checking. Could I say I can have help from Breezy?
yeah, Breezy's helping however she can.
Okay, so with the help action, is there any other bonus you'd like to apply before rolling?
Oh, well, I rolled a 22. I know.
Well,
Okay.
oh, he already rolled. Okay, never mind.
I rolled it already. Yeah.
All right.
So with a 22, you look at it, and like a very complicated puzzle box, you can only see where the first section would unlock. You're unable to determine what the other interactions would be in order to get this open, but you can tell
Mm-hmm.
that there's a lot of them. It's not one or two, it
Mm.
is easily 10 or 20 of them.
Oh, Lumi, she looks at, oh my. Uh, she looks at you, Breeze, and say, "This is far too complicated. I don't think you have enough spells to be able to unlock this. Uh,
Hmm.
there must be 10, 12, if not more ways of unlocking this. It seems like to be a complicated puzzle box." She turns to Zalfrior and she said, "And you have someone you trust that can open this?"
I know someone who knows how to open it. I'm not sure if he can, but he supposedly knows how. He's
Hmm.
a old friend of the family.
And what family is that? We
She
only know you your
smiles.
first name. Who are you?
Mine.
What did she say, sorry?
My family.
And your family's name is?
Not to be discussed at the moment.
Okay. Well,
Do you feel like sharing everything about yourself to a stranger you've only met today?
no, that's why I'm not pressing anymore, my dear.
My
I
dear. She
respect.
smiles. You're cute.
Thank you. I aim to please. She looks around and just say, "Well, what do you guys want to do? We should go back to the town."
Yeah.
Well, should we?
Well,
I don't want to go back to town. I mean, I will, but I don't want to.
Well, we
My
promised we'd give it
recommendation
back.
is if you intend to return the box to the village, I recommend that you do so that I can claim it appropriately. Before I leave, I would ask that you assist because you seem to be quite capable. If you're interested in assisting me in acquiring my birthright, I would be headed from Nomrat to the south and then to the east. Of course, you'll need equipment and supplies because there are no villages or towns between here and there.
You're the only woman that's been nice to me in the longest time, so If ever, I'm willing to go with.
Yeah, same here.
Lumi puts her hands on her waist, looking at you, pondering. The only woman. Hmm.
Yeah. Well, you don't really count. You're like even smaller than I am.
You know, Breezy is looking at the box, and she just looks up at Zelfiora and just says, "Well, I mean, it's yours, so I guess we should give it back. But if we help you, will you promise to let me read it if we open it, please?"
She looks at you. I will allow you to attempt to read it. Yes.
Hot dang, you deal.
Is there a chapter on how to aim your spells in that book by chance?
I don't know. I haven't read it.
I'm fairly certain there would not be.
Oh, wow,
Why?
that's a shame. Jim really gives Breezy like the stink eye.
Just rolls off her like water off a duck's back. She's oblivious.
What one thing I am interested in is the priestess. Was that the one that we saw at the end, talking to the troll?
Yeah, that was Charity. Yeah.
Yes, I know. She looks at you, but she looks at Zalfrior, just like I want confirmation from her.
What would you like me to confirm?
It was that her.
I believe it was an apparition of her.
It's pretty tangible. I saw it bleed and drink potions.
And why were you at a cave again? Forgive me to ask this. I don't want to bring back bad memories back. Just trying to understand why. Did you have you thought about going? Why did you go back to the town to pick up the box yourself if the box is your birthright?
I was on my way here, and from the mountain I saw the village attacked. I saw the goblins and hobgoblins make their way up the mountain, and I followed them. I knew what they had been after, and unfortunately, my negotiations did not go as well as yours.
Understood. Like I said, apologies for asking this question. I was just trying to put the pieces together in my mind.
See Jim really nodding to himself, really like proud of his quote unquote negotiations.
um. Okay, then. Is anything else anybody needs? She looks around to make sure everybody's okay and healthy, and whether people are still hurt. We just obviously left the cave and we're still in front of it, but
Did you find any equipment that you don't need in the cave? I'm afraid that mine was taken.
Well, didn't we get her equipment back from the
Yeah, the
troll
troll
at
gave
the end?
her.
Yeah.
Lumi, she points out, yes, we who picked up the bag from Snake Snack?
Well, I'm pretty sure she was there, so she it was handed. Like he dropped it on the floor in front of her, if I remember correctly.
I think I think he gave it to somebody. I can't remember. Let me see who's
thought
got it.
she already had
Zalfiora picked up the bag, so she has it.
She has
Yeah,
that.
because she put it on last episode. That's when she got her
Yeah.
aura back.
Yep.
That's
She
correct.
got
Yeah.
some of her things back. She's asking if there was anything else.
Lumi, well, we picked up many things. What is
I have a
that you're
few extra
missing?
like bows.
I'm missing a longbow, and I'm also missing a wand.
Breezy's when she says wide, Breezy very obviously starts like looking to the side, like being very interested in like a random tree.
There were a few ones and various other things. I don't know. They picked most stuff up.
Yeah, we picked up in terms of what do you call bows? We have several short bows mostly. wands. Obviously, we had the wand of the war mage.
We had that
And,
we had that flying wand one thing too.
Lumi, we picked. She doesn't say this to any of you, but she's thinking about the lacquered rod that we found, that happens to have an X etched at the bottom of it, and we're speaking to the person where the name starts with an X.
Something that's possible too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's out of Jim Rolly's wheelhouse. He wouldn't have even thought of it.
Well, Lumi has thought of it, but
Oh.
she's not saying anything.
Where are my notes?
I don't know.
Yeah, we found
There.
a handful of wands, I guess. I don't know. Talk to the people who freeze me and float about.
Well, Breezy, sighs and pulls out the wand from her belt, the wand of the war mage, and just says, "Is this the one you're talking about?"
I'm afraid not. That seems too goblin. You're welcome to keep that. I'm not interested in
Oh,
goblin
good.
wand.
Oh, cool. Thank you. She says,
me-
and she hastily puts it back in her belt.
Lumi goes, well, I wouldn't want to do this here, but we do have a few things in my sanctum that we picked up. Perhaps it's in one of those. I could go and look for it for you, but I
Of
prefer if
course.
we were somewhere where we could rest and not be here.
This place does not seem very secure. Shall we go
Mm.
southwards and down the mountain and find a safe campsite?
Lumi nods. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you guys want to do at the Goblin Stronghold before you depart?
Not with 13 HP now.
Okay.
Nope.
I want to cast Meteor on the Goblin Stronghold.
I'm gonna use my scroll of
Unfortunately, your
comment.
want is unrealized.
I tell you what, Lumi makes a minor illusion of you casting meteor on the Goblin stronghold.
A small fireball, 5 feet in diameter, falls upon the stronghold, doing nothing.
Exactly.
No,
Oh,
it's
no,
a
I make
perspective thing, like the whenever you take your fingers and you like squish somebody's head from really far away.
Exactly.
Yep.
But no, there's nothing else I want to do at this.
All
How big is
Goblin.
this box, by the way?
The box is about 1.5 feet wide by
Oh my!
it's 6 inches deep and 6 inches tall. So like a bread box.
And you still have it. You still have it. You still have it
Oh,
with
yeah.
you, basically.
Yeah,
Breezy has it.
Breezy's still holding on to it.
Okay.
This is her jam. She loves stuff like this.
Oh yeah, no, I understand.
All right.
Yeah. So I
down
suppose
we
we
go.
will start moving. Yeah.
Sure. As you guys depart the Goblin Stronghold, I do need you guys to please roll a Constitution saving throw, as the air out here is thinner than it was inside the cave.
We did
Do
this
we have
beforehand.
that wonderful aura from Zalfiora?
You do. Which gives you
Constitution, you
+5.
said, right?
We did
Yes.
already roll this at the end of the last
That's
session.
correct. You
Do
did.
we
I
need-
apologize.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
apologize. I forgot. That's a mistake on my
Oh
part.
yeah. I think only 2 people had picked up. Had the what you call it?
Lost it.
Jimmy Rowley and Tomo had the 1
Cool.
level exhaustion.
All right. So
Hmm.
down the mountain we go. It's easy going. You know the path. It's pretty straightforward. You're just going to follow the trail that the goblins have beat through the mountains back towards Nomrat. It will take you another day to get there, but you're able to descend. As the sun gets low, you guys can look for a campsite. Who would be the scout who's looking for the campsite?
Tomo can certainly help, but he doesn't have proficiency.
Tomo or Jamal go. I'll go look. I'm used to having to do this,
Okay.
and I'll cast guidance on myself,
Wow, that bird was really
I'll
loud.
help him out.
and then I'll get help from
Shoot it.
Tomo.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Generally,
Wasted
you
my
find
crit on
a
that.
perfect campsite, sir.
25.
Perfect campsite.
He really like walks under a rock that would be like, go through the chest of anyone else. Like, yeah, look at this. I found a great spot.
Oh, this is nice. Look,
And it opens up into a chamber down below.
Cool. So generally, you find a campsite that has been used before. The areas are smoothed out and worn. It's going to be nice and comfortable. There's even a fire ring.
Nice.
Bedding down for the night.
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, yeah, Breezy's pretty exhausted, so she is going to basically just fall over. And just pass out on top of the box.
Lumi will, just before you start drifting to sleep, she will fly towards you and kind of land on the floor in front of you and ask you whether you could take care of her, 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 what you call her necklace while she goes into her sanctum.
While this is all happening,
Yes.
Deus will set up an alarm around the campsite.
Awesome. You are a little quiet today, Deuce.
Yeah, I'm on a newish setup. My house got packed up, so I'm on a laptop.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I had to move my setup. So I've got my microphone plugged into my laptop.
That's much
okay.
better. I don't know if you lean closer or whatever, but
I turned up the gain on my interface, so
excellent. Thank you. All right. So alarm is set up around the campsite. What are you going to allow to cross the alarm, and what are we doing as far as the details of the alarm spell?
So alarm spell, it's a audible ping, so anyone can hear it, and any one of us can pass through the alarm, as well as general low life fauna like rabbits, deer, birds, owls, like rodents.
Okay. Small critters.
Yes, small critters. Yeah, small critters such as rodents. You got some birds, owls, deer.
Okay.
And group members.
Very well. Cool. And are you including Zalfiori in that, I assume?
Oh yes, Zephyr as well.
Okay. Fine. All right. Cool. So who's going to take first watch if you're going to set watch, or are you going to rely on the alarm?
I can take first watch. Deus will take first watch after he finishes setting up the alarm.
I
Okay.
think too that I remain conscious whenever I take a long rest, so I can always help out.
Awesome.
Yeah, you trance. So you have to like 4 hours of like semi-consciousness, and then 4 hours of like, hey, look, I'm gonna sit here bored by myself.
Awesome. Cool.
Somo kind of sat down cross-legged and started to meditate, but you guys can hear him snoring now. He's already exhausted, so you can take final watch.
Yeah, Jim Rolly's laying under that rock he found, and he's also snoring.
Okay. Cool. So I need perception checks from the people on the first watch.
Okay.
All right. Merlot. While you are meditating, your vision is caught by something in the far distance. It blocks out the stars for a couple of moments far to the east. It's just barely visible over the peaks of the mountains, but you see it. It's like a tear across the stars, blocking them out. The long, glowing wings of this entity bat up and down as the serpentine form goes from north to south. It's off near the horizon and doesn't impact you at the moment. After it is gone, a loud boom will shake the campsite.
Does that wake everybody up, or?
Go ahead and... I'll say yes, because it is a loud boom.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Did you
was
see
that
that?
another fireball?
Leos?
What was that? Breezy, sits up with her wand out. Are those are those hob mages back?
Deus will look up. He's had his notes in front of him. He's had this notebook in front of him with all these pages in front of him, and he's just kind of like frantically reading over this notebook. When you ask him, then and he just looks up like dazed and confused with this like 1,000-yard stare, and he's just saying, "Huh? What? What is going on?"
Is there? Yeah, Lumi is awake. Anyway, is there anything that she recognizes of the sound? If not, that's fine. She just is probably as
There's many
stunned as
things that can
everybody
make a
else.
loud boom.
Yeah, indeed.
That's why some women are doing their things. I'm going back to bed. And Dribbling rolls back around.
Lumi will take a necklace out, place the necklace on top of the box, and say, "Can you keep a watch on this for me, Rizzy?"
Yeah, sure.
And she will disappear into her sanctum.
Yeah, Breezy's gonna, it's on top of the box. Breezy's gonna go back to where she was, sleeping on top of the box, like like a cat. Just like how they do that with like.
Mhm.
So, well, not curled up, doing the weird like long cat loose noodle thing where they're.
Oh yeah.
Just loafing. Gotcha.
Yeah, she's loafing on top of the box,
Okay.
and I guess on top of her sanctum now too.
Awesome. Lumi, you cannot see out of your sanctum.
Which is
Well,
fine.
you can see her robes, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you guys continue your rest, I'm going to pan the camera inside of Luminostra's sanctum for just a moment. Lumi, what are you doing in there?
When she enters the sanctum, she looks pensive and thoughtful. She throws her bag on the side of her bed. In fact, on the top of her bed, she opens it up and throws some of the items out. Grabs some of the things that she was carrying out of the goblin sanctum, the goblin cave, such as like some of the bowls and things that she picked up, and she throws inside of the box, the crate that she has brought in before. She then picks up a few things and walks towards her cabinet. She picks up one of the amethysts that she picked up, and she opens one of the boxes and one of the little uh, drawers, and she puts it in there together with the pebble that she picked up from the front of the cave, and then she closes it. And then she looks at she kind of puts her hand. She goes back to her bed, and then she pulls out the lacquered the lacquered wand and looks at the X on it, and she tells to herself like out loud, "She's looking for this." And she looks at the orb that she usually uses to speak with Jediel, and she floats towards it and taps it. "Are you seeing this?"
Oh, hello. How are you, Luminastra?
"I am well. I am well,
What
I
do you
think."
have there?
She's holding the wand in her hand, just something that the lady Zalfior is looking for. One of her possessions, it seems. A
Interesting.
wand.
Place it next to the orb.
Let me does that. She places it
An
just
arc of
directly underneath.
energy comes out of the orb and hits the wand for just a couple of moments, and you see a little symbol being etched into the wand. After a moment, that arc of energy, crackling gold, goes back into the orb. There. Now that will fade in a couple of moments and be invisible to everyone. But at least we'll know where it is. Go ahead and provide it to her. It'll be
I
nice to be able to find this woman. Well, she seems to be quite mysterious.
I agree. I certainly agree with that. She is certainly be holding a lot of information that she's not quite yet willing to share, but she picks up the wand, holds it in her hands, like proud of what he's almost proud of looking at it. But I believe this may ingratiate herself with her. I might even
Perhaps.
give her a small, perhaps just a free deal, or not. Just well,
Avoid that.
no,
Let
I
her
agree.
earn the trust.
Oh, and she taps it on the side of her, on her shoulder, and our trust. Okay. She places it on the side, on one of the floating cushions of her sanctum.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at
Good
the orb
night,
and
Lumi. I'm got something going on. You'll have to
mm-hmm.
excuse me.
Oh, no problem. I
The orb goes dark.
Yeah. With that, she looks at it, picks up she tidies up the things that she was doing. She changes her clothes and
Okay,
goes to sleep.
awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Next watch. Who's on next watch? As we pan back out to the campsite where um, Breezy is currently laying on top of the sanctum and the box.
I think Tomo
Okay, Tomo gets up. Let's roll a
and
perception
maybe
check together.
Merlot as well.
Do you wish to wake Merlot, or is he just meditating and being semi-conscious?
I'll just be semi-conscious.
Okay. So Tomo, as you sit here through the night, a deer will come near the camp. You can see it a good 50 feet away. Do you wish to do anything about it? As it will graze and eventually pass by. It is a
Oh,
doe.
Tomo would just admire it, disturb it in any way.
Awesome. Cool. Your watch passes, and the sun will rise the next morning. You are unbothered tonight, other than the loud boom and the passage of whatever that was. So, as you guys wake up, Zalfriora will also rise from the makeshift bed that she had to put together. So, are we ready to return to Numrat?
I guess so.
I
Yeah,
believe so.
Breezy's like stretching. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Um, I kind of want to try casting more spells on this box though, but I'm sure it won't work. Uh,
Lumi turns to you. It's like, well, we may see some more of the locks unlocking, but I don't
well,
think I don't think it will be enough.
well, it's just funny that it looks like a puzzle box because puzzle boxes are supposed to be opened. So is it a puzzle box or a lock box?
It is both.
Somebody wanted to ensure that whatever was inside was kept secured only to the ones who are only accessible to ones they were taught the sequence and the requirements to open it.
All right. Well, Breezy's going to cast knock on the box again. And when the little piece moves, she is going to see if she can grab it and see if she can like move it or like manipulate it like a puzzle box, or if
Okay.
it's just like frozen.
As you attempt to manipulate the box through your fingers, the pieces don't move. This is not a sleight of
Is
hand check.
is there like she's going to look around for like a little pebble.
Okay. You can easily find a little pebble.
she's gonna jam the pebble into the space made by the moving little block on the
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So
she's
you
she's
wedge it
she's trying to
open.
keep yeah, she's trying to keep it wedged open
All
so
right.
it doesn't close again.
Okay. Zafir looks at you. Interesting.
Oh,
I
I
hope
thought
that
you could kind of get.
works.
Oh, I thought you were going to get mad or something.
Why
I
would I
mean,
be mad at an attempt to open the box? I wish for
I
it
don't
to
know.
open.
People always get mad at me when I try things.
That's when you hear a snap, and the pebble is sliced in half as the box closes again.
Lumi goes, "Oh, I'm glad it was on your finger, Breezy."
Wow, I was just about to say that.
Oh, she looks at you and smile. Oh,
The pebble, you now have a half of a pebble that has a
Oh,
nice flat surface on it.
I mean, she's just gonna toss it on the ground.
Okay.
Well, does that mean the rest of the pebble is inside the box now?
Yes.
She's gonna shake it a little bit. Can she hear it rattling around?
Yeah. It's right there.
Like in the box.
in the
It's right
box.
behind that little section. Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's not like okay. Yeah, because like I was like, maybe we could shrink down or do something to get inside if if there was a gap. Oh well. Breezy, we'll oh sorry, go ahead.
Tom, I was gonna say, Breezy, whenever you looked in there, did it look like these might be of any help? And he kind of pulls out his thieves' tools and jingles them in front of himself.
I mean, you could try. I mean, but there's a good chance your tools will get all messed up. I mean, there's no holes or seams or anything except when I cast a knock spell.
Well, it may just be a series of magical seals or something then. If the thieves' tools aren't useful, they aren't useful.
Probably. But I don't wanna say no if you want to give it a shot.
Well, I suppose that's if you wanted to use another one of your spells on it.
All right, give me a second. Yeah, she will cast knock again.
Okay.
She's
And
already
then
through most of her second level spells for today.
Lumi will cast her guidance on anybody who does a thieves' tooth check.
And you know
Okay.
what? And after she casts knock for that first 6 seconds, and then she will cast knock as fast as she can again. So she's casting it twice in a row to see if
Okay.
she can open up any more little holes in the box.
Awesome. So as you cast knock, the first one opens, the pebble falls out, the half pebble, and you cast knock a second time, and you watch as another segment shifts on the other side of the box.
Once Deo sees it, he's gonna cast knock again as well. I couldn't cast it last time
Okay.
because I didn't have it prepared, but I got it prepared over the long rest.
Awesome. Cool. By the way, you guys
I'll
did get the
cast-
long rest if you didn't do that already. All right.
So I'll cast knock for a third
a
knock.
third segment opens on the box, and Zalfriora is suddenly very interested in the situation as she sits up and takes great attention to what you guys are doing. So you now have 3 segments open.
F it. I'll just cast knock again.
Okay. A side
yeah,
of the box rotates open on the right-hand side of the box. You now have 4 segments open.
How many segments do we figure this thing has?
Like 12, I think
He
is
said
what
like
we said.
20.
Oh my
Up
god.
to 20. Up to 20.
So yeah, it's just
I'm not gonna cast knock again because that'll be out of second level slots.
oh yeah, Breezy. Smarter than Breezy. She already blew everything.
I was gonna say maybe if there was like 5 slots, I'd blow through all my second levels, but I forgot it was just like 12-ish slots.
Go,
So
Tomo.
Tomo's caught a little bit off guard by all these different sections opening on the box, but he's going to try to use the time that he has to see what he can do with these tools.
Awesome. Cool. As you quickly run over there and use your thieves' tools on the box, can I get your sleight of hand check, please?
I would have cast astral or guide.
Oh, okay. That was just the bonus. Okay.
Awesome. So, from the astral potentiality, the thieves' tools will be a 19, and you look at the box and you check it and you look for grooves, seams, various segments that you could slide a pick in or a various tool, some way to wedge things open. You can attempt to wedge these various moving segments open if you choose to, but after what you saw with the pebble, do you want to? Up to you if you'd like to try.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Then after 6 seconds, the various segments snap, 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 snap.
Means we need more
Now you
It's
spells.
going to
I'm
take a
understand
able to
why
series of
this
cast.
is
powerful
difficult.
magics for this one.
Now you understand why it is so difficult to open the box.
And there's always, I mean, assuming that this is the only way. There may be other steps that we are not aware of.
What is the box made out of?
The box is made of a gold metal. It is pretty heavy. Good, weighs a good 10 pounds.
Oh my!
Okay. I was just wondering if Jim Rowley could just bonk it open.
That's what he just wrote on Twitch chat.
Yeah, I
Does
didn't
Jim
see
really
that.
cast knock using the Warhammer?
Jamerli is ignoring the box entirely.
Okay. Just checking. All right.
Mhm.
So you got some progress on it, but we're unable to open the box.
Yep.
So, is there anything you guys would like to do before breaking camp?
No, that's it for me.
Okay.
I was going to ask Zalfriora.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It may be useful for us to know where we're going, or at least how long you expect it to take us to go there for our preparations.
Oh, so you do intend to come with me?
I've been thinking about it a lot, and this little adventure we've been on is unlike any one that I've been on before. I've mostly run solo before this, but this was much more harrowing. There were many times that I fell unconscious and woke up to one of these fine people's faces, and I feel indebted to them. But more than that, I feel like the gathering gales of fate have pulled us together. We're at the eye of some storm, and maybe we can ride these winds together. So yeah, I think we're stronger together. I'm willing to work with these people to help you.
Thank you.
Lumia, yeah, she flies around you, nodding at what you're saying and looking at Zelfiora. Yeah, perhaps we can work together. She looks at you, at Homo, and then at the others, and said, we have really considered what we have done and achieved. Dewey sent us here to die, but died we did not.
While they're doing that, can I use my mage hand and see if there's anything from the inside that I could like trigger that would unlock parts of it?
Interesting. The mage hand reaches out and attempts to enter the box, I assume is what you're trying to do, correct?
Yeah, because can it, I mean it can pass through objects, correct?
Let me read mage hand.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think,
Mage
but
hand. I know it can't
Well, it
hit
is.
Because
CG3, but
I just put it. A spectral floating hand appears in point of issues.
Oh,
Blah, blah, blah.
See, I thought it being spectral would mean that like things can pass through it, just like the tentacle.
Hmm.
If the spell doesn't say can do, then it
Yeah,
can't.
Yeah,
the
that is
spectral.
the description.
Because
Well, I mean,
spectral means that it's like a ghost, so like it could pass through.
Mm,
Yeah, but it's
spectral in
corporeal.
D&D is different than ethereal.
yeah.
So, spectral. All right. So, in this case, what we're going to go with is that the hand attempts to enter the box, and as it does so, it runs into a barrier on the box itself and is unable to penetrate.
Okay.
And there's a reason for
Um.
that, and it will be revealed eventually.
Okay. Just I guess then, out of character wise, does that
Yes.
mean that spectral things in general, like
Oh, okay.
it could be moved through? It's just something with this box.
Right. Correct.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because like if I'm using my tentacle, I didn't know if then like enemies could pass
Right.
through it since it's
Yes.
spectral.
People can move through your tentacle space. Yes.
The general description that people said, especially on the kind of the Stack Exchange for RPG, says that respecto refers only to its appearance, not that it is incorporeal.
Okay.
But it's obviously
So
up
it's
to
ghostly
you.
looking, but it is a solid object, is what they're saying.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess the only reason why I was
Mhm.
confused by that then is because
Yeah.
it had said that like the tentacle doesn't give advantage for flanking or things because it
Right.
is spectral. So that's why I assumed that it
okay.
wasn't solid.
Right. Yeah. The way that the actual rules work is if the object has hit points, it grants advantage. So if they could
Yeah.
kill the tentacle, it would be able to grant advantage.
Yeah. No, that's totally cool. That I think that's just why I thought that it wasn't like solid. That
All good. Cool.
okay. We can jump back in then. Like I'm cool to go to Namrat or follow helping her.
Awesome. All right. Well, the place we are going to is quite some distance away. It is called Lostmoor. And it is a city that was lost to time and was recently reopened.
Lostmore?
Yes.
Hold on. Is there? Can I do an Arcana or a History check to see if I know what that is, or
This will
if
be a
I've ever
history
heard of it?
check, and it is a DC 30. Because
Oh
the
wow.
city was lost to time. It's unlikely, but I suppose there's a chance you guys could find out.
If I roll,
100% possible.
let's see. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Very well.
If I get really lucky, I could learn this.
Do you have any?
So,
Do you have anyone else who could assist you in any way?
I do not have history to assist with.
Let me see. I don't have history. I'm not trained in history, but
Okay.
I
if
can
I
help him. I have proficiency in history.
Awesome. So Deus is going to help you attempt to do this. So with
1d4.
advantage and guidance. So you have 2.
okay, so if I get a 20, I can pass this.
Okay.
Nah. Oh, I was close.
Oh. You missed by 1. Does anyone
Yeah.
have anything
Can
that
I-
we could add to that?
So
Damn.
no, unfortunately
I'm
not.
guessing that we'd probably have to re-roll because I didn't say it before because I was
Okay.
not paying attention. But I have bless.
Bless does not help with skill checks.
yeah.
unfortunately.
Blesses with attack
Oh,
rolls.
okay.
And yeah. Breezy's like,
Oh, I was thinking guidance. That's yeah.
Yeah.
that sounds
Guidance
Really,
did
where
give
were
us-
you?
it sounds familiar, but I don't think I have read about it before. Otherwise, I would know it. Maybe I
will
read a
allow
reference.
you to have heard the name, but know nothing about it.
Yeah. What is it? It's called what is it called again?
It's called Lostmoor. It is a city far to the east. past the mountains, and it was lost until recently. Apparently, someone discovered the city and has opened it up once again.
So it is like an archaeological site or an
Indeed.
actual city. Oh, okay.
I'm not certain of the current state. I heard a rumor, and I have sent a message to my friend. Now that the gates are open, he was able to receive it, and he told me to come with the box, and he would assist in unlocking it.
And okay. And do
Well,
you know who discovered this city?
The individual who I heard the rumor from was and she pauses for a moment, looking at the party, a questionable individual, I will admit.
Oh,
He was a researcher who underwent a horrible accident, and as such had been transformed due to the subject of his experimentation. He now, we'll simply call him Dr. Doji.
Can I make a history check to recognize that name?
You may.
Can I make
This
a
one
Monday
is
night
a-
history check to recognize that name?
You would, you cannot
I
make
don't
a
recognize
Monday
that
night
name.
history check. He does not know Dr. Doji. No, you cannot make a Monday night reference to this, unfortunately, generally, as much as you would like.
So I don't. I'm not gonna roll to. Well, I would roll if this person would be well known amongst the academic circles of
Please roll.
Fluidin. He would. Okay, so
He is the actor.
So with a 15, you've heard of Dr. Doji. Dr. Doji was a renowned professor at a arcane college. He was known for experimentation in the religious studies. Apparently, he was delving into celestials and fiends and the relationships between them and the dichotomy between how they relate to the material plane. During one of these experimentations, he was transformed into a red oni.
oh wow, nice.
does he have like a good reputation amongst the academic community?
Not anymore. He did, but he's kind of been ostracized since his transformation because they're afraid that he might open a portal to hell because that's what he was doing at the time.
And how long ago was this accident?
The accident was 5
Roughly,
years ago.
like 5 years ago. Okay, so when she was, yeah. Oh, yeah. Breezy just says, "Oh, I heard of him. Yeah, he was a professor at the Arcane College."
I have a picture of Dr. Doji for you guys. So there you go.
Okay, he's very it gives me beast vibes.
I mean, that's with that beard.
One
Yeah.
hundred percent.
Yeah, Breezy just like, yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, he really knows what he's talking about when it comes to things like archaeology and the relationship between like the hells and the heavens. Like that's his area of expertise. I mean, I never met him before, but he's a really smart man.
Well, he was the one who informed me that the city had been opened. So I am looking for the individual who's my friend who resides there now.
Well, let's make our way to the town. I think I don't know what everybody wants to do, but seems like an interesting adventure you're offering us.
If we're leaving Nomrat and Shu, I will gladly go along.
All right.
And Lumia turns around and said, Lost Moors to the east.
Yeah, that's still further out from Shu.
Oh, what? And then it's just ask a general question to the team. What is to the east of Shu?
The ocean?
I
Okay.
believe she said we're going south and then to the east.
I mean, if you travel far enough in any direction, you'll hit the ocean eventually.
Okay.
And how many days journey do you expect this to be, Zalfiora?
Here, we will need to travel at least 1 day southwards past Nomrat. So 2 days from here, and then 7 or 8 to the east. Provided
And
we don't run
Lumia,
into any difficulties.
Lumi quite naively, and that should take us out of Shu. She looks around.
No,
Well,
we will still
we'll
be
be-
within the borders
yeah.
of Shu.
Oh,
We'll be back in the mountains again. If she like Breezy's like looking up, like she's recalling a map she once saw. And she it doesn't have scale, so she's just guesstimating. But yeah, I mean, I think we'll be back in the mountains again. Because she was divided all along the middle by a big old mountain range, and we're on the west side of that. So yeah, if we travel eastwards, yeah, we're gonna go through the spine of Shao.
Okay.
So maybe get some mountain climbing gear, unless there's a road. I say as I look at Tizal.
There is no road. Not anymore. We may
Oh,
find
so-
remnants of it, but at least the path to the south will be fine. There is a road that crosses the river, and beyond that, what I have heard of is that there is a old ruin that we will be visiting prior to heading east.
Okay, well, oh yeah, then we should get ready for rough walking then. Well, I mean, I guess it is a little presumptuous, but do you mind if we come along with you? After we give the box back, you can take it, and then we can go with you. I mean, you wouldn't want to get captured by goblins again, right?
I would not want that, no. If you'd like to come with me, that's fine. If you would like to go there and discover the way to open the box, since you are reticent to let me have the box now, you may go on your own and open the box. All that I
Well-
ask is that I gain access to the contents.
Well, it's just I made a promise to give the box back to Dewi, and I don't want to break my word.
I understand. No one is asking you to break your word.
And yeah, it's yours after all, so you can just ask Dewi to give it back to you. And we'll explain it to her, once we get down there.
She smiles at
Again,
you.
I'm slightly confused here. With there's being no records left in the bank, how does anyone prove anything is theirs?
Lumi, there were some documents in one of the desks that me and Breezy looked through, and we had the only reason we heard that and found out the name Hashif was because of those documents. Now,
So those actually survived then?
those have
Well,
survived, yeah.
The whole place was on fire. Last I remember.
Well, we put out the fire.
Well, let's hope that. What was his name again? And then Lumi's trying to remember. The baker. Baker knew Hashif. Perhaps he will know you, Zalfriara.
Perhaps.
Obviously, well, we'll only find out when we get there. We should
Yeah.
prepare, though. I am not entirely. I don't think. I do worry. I hope Dewey. She didn't seem like she had a lot of care for our lives. So I'm wondering whether she may try to trick us. But I have something for that. And she winks.
Okay. So, you guys ready to go down the mountain?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Yep.
I will take my
Yes.
ration and go.
Cool. So we will go down the mountain towards Namrat. As you
Beautiful
guys approach the village,
village.
is there anything you want to do before entering the village?
I will cast Silas Hidden Fate.
Okay.
Well,
You're gonna concentrate
while
on that for a minute?
oh,
Awesome.
while we're traveling down, Breezy's just chatting with the others, because as we get lower in the mountain, she's not really concerned about being attacked, so she's bored. So yeah, she'll just be like, "So, Mr. Days, where did you learn how to cast magic?"
I studied at a very prestigious academy long ago.
Oh, you too? So did I. Look at us. She says, she like gives him a little elbow in his hip because he's like a foot and a half taller than her.
He'll give like a soft chuckle and smile like, indeed, look at us.
So you've been studying magic for a really long time then, huh?
For as long as I can remember, magic has always been the center of all my studying.
Out of character, how old does he look roughly? Like,
With all the dirt and just general like messiness of him, he looks probably, with all like the stress on him, he looks like probably late 40s, early 50s.
Okay, she was just curious, how roughly how old he is. But yeah, she'll just say, "Oh, so you've been studying? I mean, I just started studying magic like a year and a half ago."
Lumi is interested in this conversation. She floats by and, so you guys study magic here?
Well, not
In
here.
schools?
Yeah, I mean, some people do. I mean,
Oh.
magic is really varied. Some people could just do it like you do, or well, not like you do. You have someone give you the magic, but like,
Well, not all magic.
well,
But
well,
yeah, I see what you mean.
there are academies. The place where I studied was the Grand Library of Shadow Shadi, and yeah, just different places have different magical traditions.
And Lumi turns to you, though, since was that place? Was that where you studied, Deus? The
I
Shadow
spent
Shadi Grand Library?
I spent time there. However, I traveled all over this vast land to study all aspects of magic and everything it has to offer.
Oh. I suppose I never asked. When we encountered and rescued from those reptiles, what were you doing there?
And Deus gives a shifty look and just goes, I had gotten lost in my travels, in my studies.
Because of the shifty look. Let's play. I'm gonna roll an insight on that. I rolled a 1.
Awesome.
I believe you. That's
You
like,
cool with
ow.
that, Deuce? What you sent you?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh. She nods. All right. Getting lost. Lost from where, though?
I was just traveling around conducting field experiments with magic and a more natural setting rather than those confined within a lab.
Well, I'm glad that we found you. You were of great help, and you were in dire straits when we did. And
Yeah, it would have been terrible if you got an 8.
I agree. I agree with you, Breezy.
Even worse if he had gotten 9.
Indeed, yes.
Breezy does not. Breezy does not get the joke. Um, but yeah, she's just like, well, yeah. So she's gonna spend the time just chatting about magic with Deus. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Actually, I don't know if everyone wants to spend time doing this, but yeah, she'll just explain to him that you know, she has a pretty kooky theory that she's trying to prove that all magic comes from a single source. So there's no such thing as like arcane magic and divine
Yeah.
magic. It all comes from a true source, is what she's calling it.
And
And she-
Lumi, yeah,
Go
no,
ahead.
Lumi is very interested in that conversation. That as you start talking about this, she'll eventually say, "What was that, Jules? Go for it."
He'll pull out his notebook, the notebook that you've seen him kind of carrying around before. And he'll just flip towards the back and just start jotting some things down as Breezy's talking.
Oh yeah, she happily opens up her spell book and starts showing him like just pages and pages and pages of equations. A lot of them don't mean anything because it's her own symbology that she's using. But she just starts explaining. Like if he asks questions, she'll explain it. Like she's trying to mathematically prove this theory of hers.
Lumi, she does ask whether this is where you were studying in the Grand Library.
Well, no, not really, because I was a first year student, so like I was just taking, you know, the beginner courses. This was stuff I was doing on my own. After I started reading a little bit.
And she looks at and she points at it. She kind of looks at not pointing, but kind of nodding towards your spell book, and she is this your research then?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah.
your whole research?
Well, not all of it.
Okay.
I mean, most of it, you know, she points at her head. Most of it's up here, and you know, a lot of this is just the stuff I was able to like certify, I guess is the best word. But like, so she actually she's going to use prestidigitation to start writing, you know, drawing some equations on in the air.
Yeah.
And you know, she basically does the meme of, you know, it's a bunch of math symbols and then a question mark that says, and then a miracle happens equals
So equals magic.
yeah. And there's still a lot of stuff that, you know, I can't figure out, but I feel like I'm on the right track, and that's why I'm out here anyways, because I heard that there's a lot of ancient ruins, and you know, sky people had really, you know, advanced magic, and I was hoping like I could fill in some of the gaps.
I keep hearing that name, Sky People. She kind of looks towards Alfior. Do you know anything about them?
As you ask her that, I need you to roll an insight check, please.
Let's roll a good insight check, please. Okay, that's not too bad.
It's a 17. There's a flicker of recognition in her eyes. A bit.
I mean, who hasn't heard of sky people?
I haven't. But
What?
I'm not. Oh, and she looks as you say what, she kind of jumps back like surprised at the what. It's like, yeah, no, I haven't. Perhaps.
Well, they were...
Yes.
Oh, they were people who lived in the sky. She explains helpfully.
Okay. Lumi nods. I don't. It's just like, oh, perhaps, and Lumi looks at you, Breezy, and Zalfiora. Perhaps if we're gonna spend more time together, we can share more stories between each other. I do also know. I do hold some knowledge of some other things. I am. Perhaps we could trade them.
Perhaps.
I would like to learn more about the Sky people.
I'm sure. Well, you know, there was a store in town called the Tomorium. I mean, you could probably find a book about them.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
idea.
they're not like, it's not like a super unknown thing. Like I'm sure there's plenty of books written about the sky people. They were really advanced, and there was a big old war between them and the ground dwellers. They lived in the sky on these big old flying cities, and well, they all crashed to the ground during the war.
Lumi looks at you and you were a ground dweller.
Well, we're all ground dwellers.
Oh, she looks around as she's floating.
Yeah, well, this was a long time ago,
Oh, okay.
like a long time ago.
What does it matter now then?
Well,
We're all the same now, aren't we?
Indeed, yes.
Zelfriora speaks up. Remember, if you don't learn from the past, you're not going to be able to change it, and you'll be doomed to repeat it. So it does matter in the way that we improve ourselves.
How do you change
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Tell that
it
the leadership
looks like
of
we
Chew.
won that last war, so it's not a bad thing to repeat.
Well, from the accounts I read, it was kind of like a nobody won kind of thing.
Nobody wins in war.
What's war good for, anyways? Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Making money.
Making money. Wow.
Okay, Tom.
All right,
Who said
Merlot.
Marlo said that. Oh, God.
Someone's a cynic. Wow.
Lumi looked at you, Mello, and she's like, yeah,
A realist?
some do take advantage of war, for sure.
But yeah, like, anyways, yeah, Breezy's just like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go to the Tomorium once we get our reward, and I guess I look at Zal and just so Zal, is it okay if I call you Zal?
I don't mind.
No, we have a bunch of stuff we're gonna try to sell, like silks and stuff like that. Well, actually, well, you know, Lumi, once we get to town, maybe you should take everything out, and she can see what's hers and what's not.
Oh, yeah, of course. It shouldn't be a problem.
Because we were going through a lot of stuff that we found in the cave. Some of it may be yours.
I'd appreciate the opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Well,
All right. All right,
Shouldn't
let's
be a
go then. And she continues, marching down to the town.
Awesome. So we can go ahead and march down to the town.
Hey, look at the town.
Jimroy's cringing the whole way as we walk into town.
As he does. All right. And you guys should have access to move around. You'll find yourselves at the top center of the battle map to go and interact with various people.
How does the town looks like now after the? It's been what, 2 days, 3, if not more, 3, 4 days.
5 days.
5 days. Does it look like?
They're going about their business. They're trying to put it behind them and move forward.
Mm-hmm.
The guards are standing guard, being themselves. You guys can look
Lumi
through the
looks-
windows and doors.
She look at Jimmy Rowley. We should look for Captain Dewey.
Straight to the
She's like,
bar.
Yeah.
You really think she wants to see me? Really?
Okay. Yeah. Good point.
She'd probably be upset that I'm alive. Probably, God only knows what she'd order. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Okay.
Zalfriora is going to go with you to get the drink.
Well, I guess we should let Zal find her stuff now. I mean, there's no rush to talk to Captain. In fact, I think I see her right there.
Oh, okay. Has she clocked this?
Well, you guys see her right here.
Oh, right there. Who is this one? I
Oh
forget.
yeah. That's just another.
That is Susana Tamba.
Oh yeah, we have her name. Yeah, we have Susanna Tamba. I think.
Anyways, well, it's I am kind of thirsty. We've been walking all day.
So you guys walk into the honey hole.
Mm.
I'm staying outside. I'm not gonna get dragged back into work.
Lumi will she will go in a minute. She kind of flies towards Tomo and Adios for a second.
Yeah, I'm actually
Hey,
gonna
Rambo.
stay out too. Because
Yes.
this is my first time meeting these folks.
So
So I'm gonna cautiously hang out.
sure. Our friend Breezy, are you a barbarian and don't close doors when you walk into a building?
Oh, I didn't realize it was a. I thought it was like a saloon, you know, it closes on
I
its
don't
own.
believe in swinging doors in this town.
Honey Ramble will come over. What'll it be?
Ale,
Ale? Fine.
please.
If only men knew when to speak. Ladies,
Apple cider, please.
of course. Zafrioro, a simple glass of wine, please. Red. She nods and will go and get you guys your drinks. She will return and provide them to you before going back to doing her thing behind the bar.
Where'd Lumi go? Hold on a second.
Lumi's outside.
Lumi, bring out the stuff so Zal can pick out what's hers.
Yeah, one second. And yeah, sure. I'm not outside. Would they be okay with us dropping a crate in a? She like, perhaps it's easier if we do it when we actually sell the things. I can't put it back inside. It will have to carry a very large crate with a lot of things.
Oh, you can't. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well then. Well,
Um,
Zal. Oh, okay. Well then. She'll just wait politely for her drink then.
Okay.
Yep, she provided you the drinks already.
Oh, yeah,
Zafira will
so-
sip on wine. So generally, tell me of the
Yes.
oppression that you've been facing here in Shu.
Well, did you not even hear the bartender? I come here every day, and because I ordered before you, she slighted that I should even know my place when to speak.
Do you find that oppressive or simply a rudeness from people like her?
I mean, that's actually a breath of fresh air comparatively. The guard captain might have beaten me just for coming back alive.
Interesting. And what would you do about it?
Well, if I do anything about it, I'm going to be in the gallows, which is why I haven't done a whole lot about it besides raise my voice.
Perhaps.
So far, I've been lucky to only be in jail 58 times.
Perhaps finding the right place to raise your voice is the important thing.
Yeah, the answer is not in Shu.
Then why are
And
you still
how
here?
do we change it?
Because they own me.
Who owns you generally?
Right now, the leader of Namrot has me on loan from some bureaucrat in Astoro. I was traded about 3 years ago. But from the giants that had owned me before this.
Interesting.
They thought it real funny. They were laughing as they were arguing over who got the worst side of the deal. Who got me.
Do you find yourself derided by everyone that you find?
What do you mean by derided?
Put down. Mocked
Not by
for
everyone.
something.
The giants didn't mock me. They just beat me. I was mostly a child's play toy. And then they got bored of me, and that's why they sold me here in a trade.
That's horrible.
That's why, while I'm not here, I do stand for justice, and why I try to get those goblins to realize that Not every big person should control them. And the moment I can get away from Shu, I'm going to.
Do you believe that the culture of such a large country can change?
Can it? Yes. Will it while in my lifetime? Probably not.
So, what will you do?
After I accompany you to wherever we're going, find a map that shows the border of Shu and go that way. Because then they won't be able to keep tabs on me anymore. I'll be too far away.
Generally, I wish you the best in your adventures. If there's something I can do to assist you, please let me know.
Jim really scratches his chin and kind of looks at her like weirdly, like he is. You can tell the look on his face. He's very confused that a woman's being nice to him, and he doesn't know how to process it. So he's just kind of silently, like, drinking his beer and then randomly looking up at her, but doesn't know what to say.
Okay. Meanwhile, outside, we have Merlot and Deuce talking. I had a job there for a couple weeks and was working when the goblins attacked. Not the best work environment, though I'm not itching to go back inside. I understand these faces are not familiar to me, so I will wait with you. Luminostra comes to Tomo and gingerly says, Tomo, I want to take the opportunity to thank you. For what? I feel that there's more that I should think about all of you for than the other way around. Oh, thank you all. Merlot to Deuce, I don't believe we've had a proper introduction. I'm originally from Ryport and Reston, but often travel around and take up seasonal bartending gigs before heading back home. I hadn't been here very long when everything went down and we all met up, so I'm not much more familiar with the area than you. I believe Jim Rowley is from here, though. Okay. So, as the camera pans outside to where these people are having their discussions, Lumi, how would you
Lumi
interact with Tomo?
Lumi goes, what? For what? Tomo, you were the one taking all the hits for all of us. I mean, I know everybody had their part, but you were there in the front, helping us all, and you leveraged your heritage and made a deal that basically secured us the box. And I just wanted to say, look, I don't know where you learned your skills and who taught you these things. And she stops a little bit, wondering whether she should say or not. Just like, us, we the Fae, and yeah, I'm speechless. Very impressed with what you had done and grateful.
Well, I was just helping in the way that I can. And Tomo kind of cocks his head to the side and furrows his brow and looks at Lumi and says, What do you know of my heritage?
But she looks at you, she's like, what? You're a bugbear, right? Aren't you? When have you last been in the wilds, the Feywilds?
I've never been.
Oh, and she stops as she. You have not. You're one of the. How? So you were born in the prime.
To be honest, Lumi, I'm not quite sure.
Well, I'm originally from the Feywilds, and your kind is fairly. There are a lot of you there. That's where you come. Well, at least where I hear is where most of your kind is from. Not all. Some are born here, and she kind of looks around, and in this place, but my understanding is you're like me, fey creature. And she kind of looks around, just like, we are not like them. They live different lives. They think different than us.
Tomo looks around. You're quite right about that. It has been difficult adapting to my place here
Well,
for many reasons.
you say that again, and she kind of almost like, you can tell from her that everything is being difficult for her. Yeah, my biggest struggle is trying to breach the divide. Some things that make complete sense to me, and they just don't. They just seem to work in the same way here.
Seems that both of us are trying to figure out why we're here.
Yeah, I. She nods. Yeah, I think so. But either way, just wanted to say thank you. I mean, I'm thankful for everybody, but I just knowing from who you are, and at least a little I know of you, and from the interactions that we had, I just wanted to say privately thank you.
Tomo bows his head to you. Pleasure is mine.
And the camera's going to pan from this nice interaction over to Merlot and Deuce.
So, how long have you been? I know you haven't been to Nalmrat before, but in the area?
I've been traveling for a few years now, experimenting in nature and conducting field work to further understand just how flexible time is and how we can bend it to our will.
Wow, that's really interesting. Do you have any other places that you're looking to go to continue to study that, or is it just kind of wherever it takes you?
I am looking to travel for as long as I need to understand and find what I'm missing. Once I understand that, I feel I will be ready to return home and share everything with those who need it.
And where is home for you?
My lab. It's where everything first began and where I feel it should be fitting for me to finish my research and share it with the world.
Yeah, that makes sense. Shall we meet up with everyone, or I don't know what the plan is from here?
I'm not sure either. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're all talking with Fiora in the bar.
Yeah, I just saw the rest of them go in, which is why I didn't know.
I believe it's only fair then. And Deus will start to stroll towards the bar.
Okay. As you walk towards the door, there is a sign out front that says that this is the honey hole. You gonna go inside?
I'm still staying out here just because I don't want to go back inside, but I assumed that he's going in.
Okay.
Oh
Deus?
yeah, I'll cautiously go in and I'll crack the door, find the group. Once I see them, I'm just gonna immediately rush towards them.
Okay.
Just not making eye contact with her or anyone else.
Cool.
Well, so yeah, Breezy's just asking. Well, Zal. So
gonna-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
One sec.
I'm gonna shut it with my mage hand, the door, just so he doesn't get yelled at.
Sure. Okay. And then what would Merlot do? Is he going to lean against the wall? What's he doing?
Yeah, he's just gonna sit down against the door there, take a break, like a breather from walking all the way to the town.
Okay, cool. Breezy?
No,
Lumi
it's out.
feels a shiver in her back.
She just apparently, Lumi, it's hard to put all the stuff back in, so we're gonna take it all out, like at the store.
Yep, Lumi
Okay.
nods in agreement. Yeah, and we have just a big crate. There's a lot of things, and there might be something there. It's just that I can't put it back in, and it's fairly heavy. We have many very heavy items, so once it's out, probably very hard to move, and it's unlikely. It's not easy to put it back in. At least not until tomorrow.
Interesting. I once heard of a box very similar to this that once something got out, it was nearly impossible to let them back in. And the only thing that was able to be kept in the box before escaping was hope. Is that like your box, Luminostra?
What?
Hope. So you say the only thing you're able to you had of a box that you could only keep hope inside.
Indeed.
It was an interesting metaphor. Perhaps.
Very well. I'm done with my wine. Unless you have any other business here, I propose that we begin acquiring the means to our ends. Yes?
Yeah. Probably should. Jimroly's still looking into his drink.
Breezy will pay for the drinks. She'll put 1 silver down. I think that should cover all 3, unless it was
Yes.
like a really expensive.
Nope, that's good.
Yeah, Lumi kind of. She said, "Well, I noticed. Captain Dewey of the chapter of the Wolves just down the street. She might clock us as we walk past. So
Are you okay,
not sure if we can
generally? You seem thoughtful.
It's foreign to me. Part of
It is
me wants to
foreign
accept how seemingly understanding and kind you are, and part of me is skeptical. And it's something I have to figure out on my own.
She gets up and walks over next to you. Generally, trust is earned. It is not given. I hope to earn your trust in time.
Lumi nods with that statement from her. Yep.
Jimroly gets up and goes, I feel the same way about justice. Except I give
Zephyr
it.
will not respond to the way you feel about justice because she has reasons. And you can roll an insight check on that, please, generally. Just generally.
Yeah.
Because this is something specific for him.
Nice.
So with an 18, she has a problem with justice. There's something about Zalfriora where when you mention that you are all about justice, she's not into that. You may want to explore that at some point in the future.
Probably will. As they develop.
Right. All right. So where are we going? What are we doing?
Miss Dewey! Breezy's just running up to her.
By the way, Breezy, are you carrying the box, right?
Oh yeah, she has the box. She hasn't
In your
let go.
backpack.
Yeah, it's probably in her backpack. It's
Okay.
10 pounds, so she probably would get
Yeah.
tired holding it in her arms.
Yep. No worries.
As you approach, Miss Dewey looks over at you. Hello. How are you,
We did it!
young lady? You did it. Excellent.
Yeah, Breezy puts her backpack down and starts digging around in the.
She was just wait a minute. We shouldn't do this outside. and she kind of looks at you, not to.
What? Why?
We should talk to Dewi inside, I suppose, not start opening a bag in the middle of the street.
Breezy's just like confused, but she does pull out the box because she's trying to pull out the box, but she just says, I mean, we have to give the box back to Dewi, and she's right here.
Well, Lumi
Breezy-
pauses. She's just like, that's. Well, we have to. And before we give the goods, I'd like to understand if, I'm sure Captain Dewi wants to hear everything about what happened.
I would like
And
to hear that. However,
indeed.
the priority is the return of the stolen property.
And
Yep.
as you can see, it is here with us. It's not going anywhere. Why can't we just find somewhere proper to have this discussion?
Where would you like to go?
Where is your? Do you? And she looks around at the vault that is mostly destroyed. So do you have somewhere we can go to? As the captain of the guard, I would expect you to have a
Very well. She
room.
will unlock the door and open it, gesturing for you
the
guys
armory.
to go inside.
Oh, this is where I was hiding during the fight. It's the armory. Well, now we're in a small enclosed box.
Let me close the door.
But yeah, Breezy hands over the box to Dewi.
I have to ask, is Deuce coming with you guys, or is he staying out there in the street?
Oh yeah.
Deuce?
Deuce.
Sorry, I unmuted, and then muted again. I will stay outside on the street,
Okay.
but I will move closer towards the building. Sorry.
Is
Ooh,
he
like-
wearing a collar?
Oh.
Deus?
Yes.
I mean, his shirt doesn't have a collar, but there's a collar on his jacket.
Okay. This woman here is going to approach you. You there. Who do you belong to?
I'm just a simple scholar traveling.
You're
the
under
world to
arrest.
conduct-
Oh God.
But what is the reason?
Rogue man without an owner.
Super misandrists.
She's going
Oh,
to
Jim.
drag you in
Jim.
here and begin to manacle you to the wall. Would you like to resist?
No, I won't.
All right. Deus is strung up on the wall.
We
won't know
Jim Molly goes, didn't you wear your collar, Deuce? Breezy gave you one.
Lumi looks
I'm gonna roll deception here.
Oh, I was literally about to say, no, I didn't. She-
Would Breezy
like, she's
say
a-
that? Because
she's about to say nah, and then she sees Jim. She's like, ah, okay, and then she turns back to the box.
all right. So I
Is
need to
Jim
put
wearing
it-
a collar right now?
Yes.
Okay.
If you were in the bar earlier, you would have seen where he lowered his chainmail and there was a collar on.
And we've granted inspiration to Deus from Daisy Pluth.
Okay. Thank you, Daisy.
All right. So I'm going to roll a insight check for Dewi.
Has it been 10 minutes? Oh not, it's fine.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Let him go. He probably belongs to these ladies.
I'm very
Second
sorry,
unhook.
mister.
As I get unchained, I will cast Prestidigitation, and I'll create a fake collar that matches the one that Jim has, and I will place it around my neck.
I'm sorry, mistress. It must have come off in the battle with the goblins.
I need
As
you
you
to
can
roll
see,
a
he's not very
sleight
armored.
of hand check to do this without them noticing that you're casting the spell.
Sleight of hand? Okay.
Yep. Because prestidigitation requires hand motions, etc. And if they're going to watch you create an illusion, they're going
Well,
to
I was gonna-
wanna... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I was gonna like dig around my bag. Am I able to cast a spell like if I'm digging in my bag?
Sure. It does require verbal components too, though.
Yeah.
So they'll know you're
Lumi-
casting a spell unless you can sleight of hand this. So my
Okay.
insight check is a 20. And she looks at you, raises an eyebrow. Are
Lumi
you
goes,
without a true collar.
I'm sorry. It's. I will. I have to get it repaired, and I will have it brought back to me immediately.
Which one of
wanted
these
to-
two ladies owns you?
I will point towards Breezy. That one. We are both
Hello.
mages and scholars of the arcane. She's teaching me the ways.
In spite of her station, she teaches a man the ways. Whatever.
Well, yeah. I'm not from Shao, but yeah, bye. So annoying. Well, Breezy would cast Knock to undo the shackles, but she's already she's already
you already
like,
used your spell.
yeah. She I'm out of
They
spell
unlocked
slots.
her. Yeah, they
Oh,
unlocked
okay.
him. So yeah, he's free to move around.
Anyways, sorry about
Don't let
that.
him out of your sight if he's not collared properly.
Yeah, of course. You, Deus, bad man. She
My
like wags her finger like she's like scolding a dog.
Deus will just bow his head and just be like, "My apologies. I will not forget again."
But no treats for you. Anyways, she says as she quickly loses interest in this, and gives
No
she
treats
gives the
for
box.
you. God
Yeah, no
dang.
treats. She doesn't
Okay,
know how
just
these.
as a question, what would Breezy consider as a man treat?
No, she just said treats. So like I don't know, candy or something.
Okay. That's what
Yeah,
I'm asking is just what kind of things would she consider treats? And if we're talking candies, that's really awesome. Nice.
Yeah.
That's very much in character.
Yeah, you hold the candy above their head, and then you make them sit down, or you put it on their nose, and that's how it works.
She's
but, yeah,
advocating
anyway,
well.
She quickly loses interest in pretending to own Deus, and gives the box to Dewi. But Miss Dewi, we also found the owner of the box, and she thinks she wants to take it out of. There's no more vault, but she wants to recover it.
Indeed. And who is this person?
Her name's Alfiora.
Interesting. And what claim does she have to the box?
I don't know. She says it's hers. I don't know. She said,
Well, it is her birthright. But this is besides the point at the moment. We have a deal, Terry. You see the boxes here. Our deal was what you would give us for us to deal with your goblin and charity problem, and we have dealt with both.
Very well.
And your promise was one out of the 4 boxes.
Indeed.
yeah, we killed like 56 goblins, 24 spiders. Well, a lot of spiders. Some of them blew up into more spiders. So if you count the little ones, it was a lot of spiders. And we also killed a bunch of dogs and a couple dire wolves. It was a lot. It was.
Lumi
Yeah,
looks around to see if the boxes are in this room or not.
They are not.
Thought
But
so.
they're safe. Which of the 4 boxes would you like?
And she
How are they sized? I'm just curious here. What's
There's a...
I
All 4 boxes are exactly the same in size. They're exactly the same in coloring. They're exactly the same in everything except for some runes on the locks.
would like to see. I would like to see the contents of those boxes. I'll tell you what. Let me. She
curls her lip.
stops for a minute and just out of character.
Mhm.
Lumi, she Lumi feels that the box, the actual Dalfiora's box, the box that went covered, was actually not
Mhm.
part of the deal at all. We
Correct.
didn't need to give the box back. However, she doesn't trust Dewey at all, and she is. I just want to make sure you guys are okay with it. Is that she could interpret the deals because the deal was one of 4 boxes. It's very vague, and it means she can basically take one out of any four boxes in Nomrat, and she's likely to choose the box that Breezy just gave it to Captain Dewey.
He hasn't given it yet.
She hasn't given it yet. Okay.
Yep.
So Lumi says, I would like to see the boxes first.
Very well. And she will go into the other room. Excuse me, madam. As she opens the door with a key, she will go into the next room. And she will come back with 4 boxes.
And these do look like the boxes that we had.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah, she looks at to the group and say, "You guys, which of the 4 boxes you want? I don't want to make the decision just myself."
I look at Debbie and just say, "Do you know what's inside these?"
They are been sealed, and I did not open them because they were private.
Well, I mean, unless someone can see through the box, I mean, I guess we just pick one at random.
The other
If
thing,
you wish to open them,
Lumi,
you have earned the right to open them if you so choose.
Lumi goes, "Okay. Would you like to?" And she looks around. Says, "Should you guys want to look at the boxes first? Are we able to open them?" And she looks at the lock mechanism. Do you have a key?
I do.
Well,
And she will produce the key to unlock the rooms.
Okay.
It certainly makes sense to know the contents before we pick the box.
I agree. Lumi looks at you, Breezy. Could you? She does this as a more of a kind of. Could you ask Deus to cast his detect magic, please?
Yeah,
I-
Deus will just
yeah.
like offer his hands open, and you can see like the magical glowing around them.
Okay. But anyway, so I assume we open the boxes to see what's inside of them.
Okay, cool. All right, so we are going to show you guys a couple things. The first box here contains a whole bunch of items and a special thing that appears to be a vial filled with red liquid. Can I get a history check? Actually, no, I'm sorry, there's a note. There's a note that says that the distinctive vial once belonged to the renowned hero Ralphie Gary, leader of the Fellowship of the Golden Tome.
Ralphie Gary.
Chime.
A chime, yeah.
Did you still want me to cast detect magic to see if there's anything worth detecting?
Sure.
I will cast detect.
Well,
magic.
you should. Well, yeah. Well, it lasts 10 minutes, so yeah.
Right.
Well, we should just open up all the boxes and just look at them.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So of these, The chime is magical, and the vial is magical.
Okay.
The rest of it is not. Each of the other boxes also has magic inside them, but just barely hintable because they are lined with lead.
I'll just relay
So-
that information to the group. Each one of these boxes contains something of magical essence, however, they've lined the boxes with lead to veer away any unwanted ice.
No, that makes sense.
Well, just open him up already.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
Okay. So, the next one contains some more items and has a note about a specific item there as well.
Hmm.
And the ornate orb is the one that has the note on it. The third box has a bunch of items and an item with a note. And the last one has a whole bunch of items and an item with a note.
Oh wow.
And which items are magical?
The magical items, once you guys have opened them, the ornate orb that was created by the dwarves of the great empire Kurakib, that orb is magical. The distinctive bracer that is said to protect its wearers from the lies of a devil is also magical. And then lastly, the distinctive weapon wrapped in electrum wire is also magical.
No.
I vote for box number 4. Actually, can I will try to see if I can, just by looking at the dagger. Oh, unless I keep rolling
The
badly.
So yeah, what kind of weapon is it?
Man,
It is a short sword.
short sword. But I rolled a 3, so probably not.
You do not know what that is.
That is a short sword.
You don't
Or a
say.
big. It's all, well, it's also known in some circles as a big dagger.
Nice try.
Lumi, thank you, Deuce. Yeah. You guys happy with that?
We could certainly make use of the potions,
I agree.
and the spell scroll would come in handy for our wizards.
Oh, it came with a spell scroll as well.
Yeah, she's eyeing that scroll of dispel magic.
Okay, yeah.
I can't cast it yet though.
What do you do?
Can we not think about like what you were saying earlier, Lumi, about keeping the box that we found?
Well, Lumi didn't say that out loud.
Yeah, no, I mean, I obviously, yeah. And what, well, Lumi doesn't feel that the box is part of the deal at all. So she's kind of, well, then for, I suppose, dealing with the goblins, which we have done, and I believe we have dealt with your charity problem. Unlikely to see her back anytime soon. I feel that we will take one of these boxes, and she. It's kind of she. If you guys are okay, we get box 4, or I don't know what we deal done with the box that we need. The Zelfrioris. What is your intent? What would be your intention to deal with the Yeah, what do you guys want to do? I don't know. Lumi's.
I think I don't think that box is part of this. Is it?
No, the box. I mean, Lumi's deal was to do the goblin. First to deal with the goblin and the charity problem. I was even prepared just to put a box with the word charity donations outside Dewey's office if she caused any trouble. Um, however, and we dealt with those things, and she asked us for the box, but it was in terms for Lumi, it was not part of a deal, and she only asked us to recover the box. We recovered the box.
I love the fact that Breezy's like spinning around in circles trying to figure out what she's doing.
She has ADD, so
Oh yeah, understood completely. As
she
someone
gets
who's
distracted
there,
very easily.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's gonna be
so
looking out the window.
the question is, I don't trust Dewi. However, I also don't want to deprive people from a well-earned money.
Oh man, it's my opinion here. Doesn't matter that much, but I'd say
No, it doesn't.
Breezy, looks at the four men and just says, "I order the four of you to give me your opinions."
Ah,
Aha.
well done. Good job. Nice.
That's why. Good job. Yeah, it's a good one.
I would say 4 or 2.
Based on our previous excursion, I believe that the potions of healing will definitely come in handy. That's my vote.
Or
I think I
2
would
and
have
4.
leaned the third, but I'm cool. It's whatever.
That's 3. Deus,
Yes.
which box? I order now.
In a panic.
In a panic.
In a panic. 4 is the short sword. 2 is the orb. 3 is
Yes.
the. What is 3 again?
3 is a lot of gold and a bracer said to protect its wearer from the lies of a devil.
Protection from. Okay. I think we'll go with 4. 4.
All right. Yeah, everyone. I think that's the most votes, so we'll go with 4. Breezy is before anyone can do anything. She's gonna snatch the scroll of dispel magic.
Okay.
But she will give the box, the gold box, to Dewi.
Okay.
Yeah.
She looks at it. Very well. I will ensure that this is placed somewhere safe.
Well, we should just go outside because the owner over there is she wants to take it back out, and she
looks at
wanted
you.
us to. Yeah.
It has been returned to the appropriate parties. Should someone have a claim to it, they should return to us.
Well,
And
that's
she's
what I
going to
said,
go
right?
into the other room, and we'll lock it up.
Is
And she
anybody
takes
else
the other
in
3
this room?
boxes away as well.
When she entered the room, right?
Yes.
And she was inside, the door was locked, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Lumi would have. I'm wondering whether I should cast suggestion, and as she comes out, I'll make a suggestion for her.
Oh, you're going to cast suggestion. Okay.
Yeah. So while she's inside the room, there's nobody else in the room. I will cast suggestion, and as soon as she comes out, I will make a suggestion for her, so she wouldn't have seen me cast the spell.
What is a suggestion you'd like to have?
The suggestion. Let me put the spell out at least. I will,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So it is over there. The text anyway. Oh, what is?
Here we go.
It doesn't show the text for some reason. I
If you
don't know
click
why.
on the spell, there should be display in VTT instead of casting. There you go.
There we go. So the suggestion only has to seem. What's
It
the
makes
word?
sense. Correct.
Has to make sense and being reasonable, right?
Right.
Suggestion.
What would be?
What would be reasonable? I think the suggestion would be something on the lines of I'm trying to also bind her
As a
on a
question,
deal.
As a
Yes.
question, would you like input from the rest of the players?
Yes, I think it
Okay.
would be more than fair.
All right. So, players, do you have any suggestions that you would recommend that Luminostra cast? Because she's casting suggestion, just doesn't know exactly what to suggest. This is out of
So
character. Just in a moment.
our goal is to get the box back.
Yes.
Leave
Well,
this building unguarded and unlocked tonight.
I
I guess
was
that doesn't
thinking-
sound reasonable, though, huh?
I was thinking more of the perhaps the right thing to do would be to give the woman that comes into this room with the name of Zalfiora the box, since it's hers and it's her birthright. After all,
Yeah,
we
you could-
have done so much for this town, getting rid of the goblins and even dealing with the infamous Witch of the Ancient Ways charity for you. I think it would be a what's the word? An honorable thing to do. That would be my suggestion. I think perhaps something on those lines.
I feel like you could suggest that just like Zalfior is the rightful owner of it, and
Yeah.
then so if she came and asked for it, then she wouldn't hesitate to give it to her.
Yep. What do you guys think?
Any other feedback?
yeah, I think in the sense you could also suggest is, from one woman to another, you should give her back her birthright because she deserves it as a woman. You play gender into a role in this too.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. I like that, playing on her culture and things.
Okay.
Now, Girolda would
Okay.
never say that, but I will.
All right. So, as we return to in character, what
Yep.
would the suggestion be?
I think it would be
As Breezy's running around outside of the.
Well, she's
in
going
the
to go
lines
get
of
Val. Yeah.
don't get her just yet. I also want to make a deal with her. I know, but she will say this. I think I will use the things that Jim Rowley said. So she will say, she will work a little bit of like, we've done a lot of work. We have done a lot for you, getting rid of dealing with the goblins' problems, and they're not gonna be. They have severely weakened, and Zalfior has helped us a great deal. After all, from woman to a woman, why don't you give that box to her? After all, it's her birthright, and she has done a great deal in helping this city, this town.
All right. So I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. It would be a 15, unless hopefully fail.
I failed my wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
And Lomi says, I'm very glad to hear that. I do hope the chapter the Wolves has finds great success in their endeavors going forward. And she bows to her in a similar way she has seen other people bow. And then we'll be back soon. And then she kind of flies out of the room.
Well, Breezy's just saying like, "Okay, Zal, you can come get your box now." And she's literally gonna grab Zal's hand and start pulling her towards the building.
Oops, sorry. Lomi flies back and says, "Just a minute."
Oh,
She
what?
looks at. I want to speak to Zalfiora for a second.
More?
Yes, it's important.
All right.
Indy, Breezy, could you remind Tomo to give back his bow that he borrowed from the captain?
What was the question again?
What do you mean, question?
You're
Tomo.
asking Breezy to get
Tomo,
Tomo to do something?
You remember they lent you that bow. You have to give it back.
Well, Lumi,
I
Lumi will
believe
approach.
the bow was a reward for saving the village.
He was told he was
If I
to keep it.
Yeah,
Yep.
we can
Okay.
let Lemmy do her thing with Zal.
Yep.
So she approaches Zhao. Zhao, seems the captain has your box now, and she is happy. She's looking. She's happy to give the item to the rightful owner.
Excellent.
Somebody who, however,
Yes. Can I help you,
I'm trying to.
Luminastra?
Yes, you talked about trust, and I want to
Indeed.
trust you. What is inside that box? I
I'm
agree.
unsure
Shouldn't be in that.
exactly. I'm unsure exactly what the form of the contents take, but they contain the way to raise an island into the sky.
I understand, and I feel that, and I understand. Such knowledge, if it's true, can be very dangerous.
Indeed.
And
Which is why I do not wish to let it lie in someone else's hands any longer.
let me say my intention here. My intention is that I'm not sure whether I show her the fact that I have her wand. That I wanted to make a trade that she can have. She can take care of the box and hold the box. No, in fact, no. Should I do anything? Ultimately, I want to give her the wand, but I don't want to give her the wand for nothing. I'm not sure whether this is the right time.
Okay. Do you want to just hold on to it for now?
I will hold on for it right now. She's just like, well, I just wanted to. I want to make sure you are the right person who it is, because right now I don't hold the box, but I may have secured a way for us to get the box back. But that's
Excellent.
dependent on whether we can trust you. So I want to make a deal with you.
She raises an eyebrow. I'm not in the habit of making deals with Faye, but I'm
I
listening.
understand. Well, you will be able to get your box back. In fact, the captain will just give it to you because of who
Does she
you
now?
are and her, and it will be the honorable thing for her to do.
Interesting.
But you, in return for that, will not ever betray us.
That's quite an interesting proposal. The question becomes, why do you fear that I would betray you?
I know
Luminostra?
little about you. I don't know who you are. I could, well, if betray is too much, perhaps we can bargain. What would you willing? What would you be willing to put on the line for that box? I
A secret
want
to
us
be
to work
kept
with
between
Gwed.
you and me.
What secret?
If I told you now, it would invalidate the value of it.
So you're suggesting you will give me a secret now, kept between you and me, and that will. I do not want to be deceived by you.
I do not wish to deceive. I will go and retrieve my box. You understand that I have no compulsion to make a deal with you, Luminostra.
I agree.
I will not betray you, but this is not a deal. It is a statement of fact. Is that
And what
enough?
she means it. And what is it? What do you mean is what is the statement of fact? Sorry, I don't understand.
She's just saying that she won't betray you.
But she's not making a promise.
Correct. And she's going to move forward. Are you going to try to block her or stop her?
I can just stop concentrating on my spell just before you enter in that room.
That's up to you. Do you wish to?
No.
Okay.
She will be somewhat defeated. Feels that she was defeated in this exchange, and she will let her go in.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, without you having something that she needs, she's not going to agree to a deal with nothing coming back towards her for benefit.
Well, I mean, I think the benefit is that she can get her box.
She believes she can walk in there right now and get the box.
Okay,
Because
well,
as she
it
walks
is
in,
hers.
she reaches into the small bag that she had her possessions in and pulls out a
Okay.
receipt.
See, Miss Dewi, this is Alfiora.
Mm-hmm.
This box, please deliver it to me. It is mine, and I would like to retrieve it. And Dewi's going to look at the woman and nod, "Of course, my lady." And Dewi is going to go into the other room to
Give her
retrieve
the
the box.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Breezy just claps her hands, excitedly because it worked out the way she wanted it to.
Comes back and gives the box to Zalfriora. Thank you. It's a pleasure dealing with such a professional. And she will turn her back on Dewi and walk out. And the guys, because she's facing you when she turns around, she gives a look of, gosh, what a Karen, as she moves out into the street.
Come along, boys. Breezy will say. She'll make like some come along. Like she'll make it can't my mic won't pick it up, but the the
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
you make
got
when
it.
you're calling a dog, yeah.
Yeah. So, Merlot, your character may not be confused by this because the reward was offered was the box of goods. And that's what you guys turned this in
It
for.
was we chose
I
box
think
number
his
3, right?
Character
Or
is
we picked
confused
4.
by it because
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
he barely
I'll write
knows
it down.
anybody here, and the box seemed more powerful than any reward that we could have gotten.
Understood. And
That
it
like
is-
if everybody wants it this bad, and we don't know what they would do with it,
Right.
then why are we giving it up?
100%.
Because we well yeah. Well, is he asking that out loud or is he just like wondering it?
No,
Exactly
I
what
was
he
saying
said.
that like he looks kind of like confused at the situation, and that's kind of why that like we just met this person and we have something very powerful they want, and we're just like, sure, you can have it.
Well, yeah, because in Breezy's mind, it's because one that she promised she'd bring the box back, and two, Zal owns it. Okay, that's hers then. Like, and and Zal promised she'd let Breezy read it once they get it open. So like, it doesn't matter who holds it as long as Breezy's gonna follow her. So that's the logic in Breezy's mind. Yeah.
Okay. So, Douche, you gonna go with them? Or are you gonna stay there with Dewi and get chained to the wall? There he goes. He didn't want to be chained to the wall. Got it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Cool. So, you have the entire town of Namrat before you. You've managed to get your reward that you were promised. You've also recovered the box and returned it to Zalfriora, who has promised to allow you to have access to the contents once it's open. You have the direction to go, but you are short on supplies. What would you like to do?
We suppose we sell everything.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
need to sell all the stuff, and then we can
I'm just
buy.
looking out the. Go on, yeah, go for it. Sorry.
Yeah, we need to buy food. So you said it's about 10 days away, right?
Yes.
So, well, just to give us a little bit of cushion, just in case something goes wrong. So, enough food for 12 days for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people.
Do we know where on the map the like store or general store would be?
There's bakeries over here. And because it's fun, I can actually go ahead and give you guys the full notes. If you guys want that, as you guys explore, we will go ahead and I believe you guys actually explored most of it last time
Yeah.
you guys were in here. So, yeah, I'm cool with just. You guys want me to go ahead and put all the notes on the screen for you guys?
Sure.
As to where's what?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. So here we go. I'm making sure I don't have anything I shouldn't have on here. Yeah. All right, cool. So here we go.
Oh.
And boom.
Oh, nice. Just for quickly, I kind of calculated a bunch of stuff and everything. Who wants the 2 potions of greater healing? Who needs it?
I don't have any.
Yeah.
Well, you can have 1. Now you leveled up as well. You are strong.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
anybody else?
No, I mean, yeah, we should probably give those to the 2 people who take the most damage, which is probably Tomo and Jim.
Jim, I'm looking at my.
While they're discussing that, I will cast Identify on the Electrum short big dagger.
Okay, you touch it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So, as you
Mm,
touch it,
Yes.
I need you to go ahead and roll a d6. Because the moment you touch it, runes begin etching themselves across the blade. Awesome. All right, and then I need 6d100.
Okay. Roll 6d100.
Because this is a moonblade.
Oh God. Yep. It's a good weapon.
I guess. Well, we only have 1 elf here, so.
No, it's just a different type of.
We're not
spell.
going to limit it to the elves.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it doesn't have to be a family member or something that uses it.
We're breaking that limitation.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it's a +1. Number
Mhm.
88. It has a special ability.
Jesus.
All right. 62. All right. And that's a special feature. Special feature. Okay. Where's my special features? Special features need a d20, please.
Roll 1d20.
Number 6. Awesome. All right. It's a guardian
Hello.
weapon as well.
Oh no.
Number 38. 38
Think
would be an additional special feature, so another d20.
I got things.
Another d20, please. Breezy?
Yep.
Oh, there we go. 7. Alright, 7. Alright. It's a harmonious weapon. It attunes in 1 minute.
Jesus Christ.
Alright.
Blade's stronger than roses.
No, it's not. This is not all that great.
Oh,
okay.
it's not. Okay.
I was thinking if you're going up the base table,
Yeah. Alright.
it's very strong.
So,
But base level.
it's not bad, yeah. And then 77. 77 need another d20.
Roll 1d20.
17. All right, it floats on water and other liquids, and you have advantage for athletic checks regarding swimming. And then the 48 is another d20.
Roll 1d20.
Okay. Cool. So, need you to reroll. We already have that one. 16. All right. Awesome. And war leader. Awesome. So, the sword has a +1. It crits on a 19 or a 20. The item is intelligent and whispers warnings to its bearer, granting a +2 to initiative if the bearer isn't incapacitated. The item only takes 1 minute to attune. It does require attunement. It can float on water and other liquids, and you have advantage on strength and checks to swim. The bearer can use an action to cause his or her voice to carry clearly for up to 300 feet until the end of the bearer's next turn. And this item will be created later today for you guys to have access to.
Okay.
You know, all those things sound very useful for a sailor. Just pointing out, you know, if you're in a storm and if you're in a storm and you need your voice to carry clearly,
+2 to initiative is amazing. Yeah, it's a nice
well,
offer.
that's good for anybody. But
The crit on 19 to 20 enhancement costs 30k, by the way, gold wise, when you're making
Yep.
it.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
really strong.
yeah, like Breezy's eyes kind of like go wide as she touches the dagger. It's as she touches the big dagger. And wow, she goes, "Oh wow, I think we picked the right box."
Yep, and the blade is called the Comet Fall.
Oh, nice name.
So does that name just pop into her head?
Yes.
I was
That's
just
what you know of the song.
I'm just curious. Comet Force, a good name. Was the chime a chime of opening by any chance?
You don't know, and it can bug you till forever.
I know.
Well, it might have also been a chime for planar travel. Also, the
True.
material component to get
Yeah.
Those are
Geomeric loves letting you make decisions that matter, and now you will have to suffer and not know.
I know.
We just have, if we just have to Sephiroth the town, and then we can,
There we
find out
go.
what's in the box.
If you guys choose to do that, I will allow you to loot all 4 boxes.
No.
No, I can't.
Breezy is Breezy is against Breezy is against wanton murder, as a general rule.
For the record,
but,
you guys do
yeah.
that. You guys turn full evil, and we will do an evil campaign.
So generally would murder some of these people.
Oh, I know he would.
I'm sure he would.
But out of his sense of justice, so he'd probably remain neutral.
Okay.
But looking at that sword, Jim really kind of scoffs at such a small weapon. Go, give that to the commoner. I don't know.
Well, Breezy, Breezy takes it and actually she goes over to Merlot and she just says, "Well, I think this will work good for you. It's magic and it has a okay, so the thing actually can I tell if it's sentient?
It is sentient, yes.
Yeah.
So
It does
the
require
only thing I would
attunement.
say, I guess, with that out of character is like my character does know how to swim and can breathe underwater. So I don't know if somebody else would want those
It
aspects
gives you
of it.
I think most people here, it's like I don't use swords. I don't think Deus use swords or Breezy use swords. It would be just Jimmy Rowley, Tomo, and you.
And
Okay.
you can already swim and do athletics checks underwater, but this gives you advantage on those, so you get even better at it. Because if we're gonna go all in on the you're the water guy, you're our Aquaman. Might as well make you
No,
even
that's-
better at the thing you specialize in.
And if your weapon,
that's
and if you
totally
ever
cool.
lose, I was gonna say, if you ever lose the weapon, you get disarmed. It just sits on top of the water. It never sinks.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, makes
Yeah,
it
no, that
makes it
makes
kind of
sense.
easy. Yeah.
You're gonna get
Just
the
wanted to
damage
make sure.
output though, because the crit had 19 to 20, and then you throw a smite on after you crit, and that's where your money's gonna be.
Indeed.
Yeah. No.
Thank you.
I figured that those would help everyone. I just wanted to make sure nobody else was interested in the other parts of it.
Jim really
Thank you
likes
for offering, Merlot, but I think it's a perfect fit for you.
Yeah.
Jim, you had one of the greater healing potions, I think. There's
I have-
also a.
I
You have one.
I have 2 greater healing potions.
Give one to Tomo then. One Merle, one Tomo. I think Tomo had the.
Tomo's got unstable healing potions too.
Tomo has 2 unstable, 2 regular potions of healing.
Oh god, okay. So Merlo, you have 2 greater healing potions then.
I used all my potions of growth.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, there is a potion of growth as well. Who didn't have one?
Tomo has 1.
Jim really has one.
I don't have a growth one, but I don't know if anybody else would want that instead.
Probably better for you, honestly, to have one on hand just in case.
Okay, Merlo, you
Sure.
take the potions. So
Okay.
two greater healings and a potion of growth. Breezy has a scroll of dispel, and you have the sword as well.
I'm going to turn
We'll
off
look
the
for somewhere-
dynamic lighting on this just because
Mm.
you guys will be
okay.
able to read easier.
Lumi will look somewhere. Probably speak to Jeremiah really to sell some of the items. I mean, where would be the best place to sell things? I suppose.
Depends on what you're selling.
Well, we have lots of gems, 200 pounds of silk,
So
weapons, lots of weapons.
you look over and you look for a place that would deal in gems. And Jeremiah Barasa would deal with
Yep.
gems because he is a blacksmith and does do jewelry, as we discussed earlier.
Yeah,
Bethel Juan down here of Bethel's Brews. This would be where you would do any alchemical stuff. The Tome Orium
Mhm.
would be potentially magic items or books. That's pretty much it. They
Okay.
don't have a big magic shop in this village.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Makes
a,
sense, yeah.
yeah.
Do you? The only thing I had is Mello. You have the gems you picked up as well, right? Are you including this on the party share? I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have all the
Well-
numbers and everything split.
Well, yeah, they probably can't. We probably won't be able to sell the silk here, but the gems and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure we could sell with Mr. Barasa, as well as some of the other stuff.
Let's go and see him then.
And then we
I
could split
can-
and then we could split the money, and then we can all buy whatever we need for the trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a door. I was Breezy walks headfirst into a door before
Oh.
shaking her head, and and then
That explains so much.
yeah,
I'm sure she's done this before.
yeah. Look, apparently everyone's doing it, so it's not just her. Where'd I go? Oh, there I am. Mr. Barasa.
Yes, can I help you? As he bows deeply to each of you and averts his eyes from the ladies.
You got stuff to sell. Lumi, dump it.
Lumi, she looks at. Please
Dang
don't
it.
say it like that. She takes a necklace, puts in. She's like, please don't say it like that. And she puts a necklace in your hand, okay? And she will disappear into the necklace, and I will go into my sanctum. Yeah, while in there, she gives a slight scream, silent scream almost, just like ah. That did not go well, not as I intended. And she kind of looks around, looks at the crate, and checks the crate to see what is there, make sure everything that's there. And she's like, well, I have to take this out, I suppose. and she flicks her. She does the whatever hand motion she needs to do,
Okay.
and a crate that was in the goblin room gets expelled out of the sanctum and appears near them. So you probably see this like swirl of energy and stuff coming out, and this and the crate just materializing next to you, Breezy.
Ta-da!
And
Wow.
then, is there anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, that was it. And then we have the. I'm not sure if you had the item created for this, Eric, but there was this small black sphere, the watch sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Don't show whether there's a D&D Beyond item for that, but that's in a box as well.
Okay.
So I had a box with everything that we had is there.
Cool.
Yep.
So,
And it's a lot of stuff.
what all are you wanting to sell?
Lumi also comes out of the thing, takes the necklace from thanking you, Breezy, for holding it, and she well, there's a lot of things inside, and in what she finds inside is several diamonds, carnelians, and if the total amount would be let me have a look. 100, 200, 300, 350 gold of gems, which include diamond, carnelian, chiroprase, citrine, jasper, sardonyx, and star rose quartz.
Does that include the ones we just got from the box we just opened? Because that had.
Yeah, no, not yet. So there's three. So
He will
there are
give
those.
you
They're all 50 gold.
325 gold for your gemstones.
325, you said.
That's what he's going to offer. Will you
Do
accept that
Lumi-
offer?
I will do an insight, and
Sure. It's a good deal, obviously.
yep. So okay, 325.
Well, let's get everything in one pile before we sell it off piecemeal.
Sure.
Because like
Okay, before we accept that, then so
Alright.
there's that, and then
we have a lot of gems. Like I don't think any of us intend to keep all of them. So
there's
yeah.
a malachite cup so there's a malachite cup engraved with a labyrinth. What else? We have 2 silver piece agate. I will do the gems first before I start looking at weapons. There was 40 gold's worth of amethyst I collected. I kept one of those amethysts, so it will be a little bit less. But there's the amethyst.
Okay.
There's the gems that 400 gold's worth of gems that Merlot has.
Okay.
And
Merlot, are
then-
you going to donate those to the party, or are you going to keep those for yourself?
I think I'd be interested in seeing what he's offering for it. That
Okay.
would I have known that they're worth 400? I know that you told me
Yes.
that, but I don't know if that was like in character
Yeah.
or not.
Yes, you would.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'd be interested in what he's offering. Like if I see him offering 100 gold less, then I would probably just hang on to them.
He's offering
Okay.
75% of the value because he needs to make a profit.
Which should make sense, I suppose.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
there is.
we can add that in.
Okay, cool. So there's extra 400 there, and then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 70 gold's worth of gems that were inside the box that we got.
Okay. So
Those
what's
are the
total?
gems.
How much is the total of the gems?
So let me do it. So 70 plus 400 plus 350 plus the 25 for the malachite cup. That's blah blah blah. Anything else I'm missing?
Does anyone have any other gemstones they'd like to sell?
I do
Oh,
not have
see.
any other
1, 2,
gemstones.
3.
Jim really does
Okay.
not have anything that's not combat related in some fashion.
Yeah.
except for
Yeah.
the wormling tooth out of the dragon he one shot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 845.
Okay. So
845.
he will
I
offer
can
you 635 gold for it.
635 gold. Okay.
What about 680?
Roll your persuasion check, please, Breezy. No.
What about 679?
He looks at you and shakes his head. No, I think 635 is a fair price.
All right, well, it was worth a
635.
shot.
Yep. So add 635 gold to your character sheet, or the
Not
inventory.
yet.
Well,
It's,
yeah,
it will
well,
make it easier if I double
Well,
cut.
we have to split it, but we'll do that later after we finish selling everything. So, what else is there besides the gems?
Oh god, what is not here besides the gems? So there is a +1 dagger,
Okay.
which should be I think 1,000 gold. Is that correct? Typically.
Mhm.
That's base price.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we have there's the time watch, the small black sphere watch that tells you the time of the day.
Mhm.
Then there's a +1 sword. What's that, Jim Rowley?
No, I was gonna say, I think, Days, do you want this time watch?
If I could, I'll just go up and take a better look at it.
Like literally all it does is like tell time, but like that's kind of your.
just that. Okay.
It's literally just a
Yeah.
magic watch.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. So yeah,
It's
dagger
the orb of
+1.
time.
Yeah.
The orb. Okay.
Will buy
I'll go up and
a
just look
cloak?
at my hand, and I would very much appreciate it.
Yep, you.
Yeah.
Lomi nods in agreement. Cloth. There's a rabbit fur cloth. Will he buy this? It's a 25 gold one.
Yes, he would buy that as well.
Yep. So a cloth, a rabbit, whatever. Blah.
Sure.
Crown of the Hobgoblin King. The Breezy has. Would you sell that as well? There's 250 gold.
Wait, crown of the all I have is diadem crown.
That is the crown of the Hobgoblin King, or the Hobgoblin guy that we killed and had the bracer.
Oh, he wasn't a king. Yeah.
I
But
just called the king for my notes. That was all. Because he had the crown. I thought, oh, a king of the Hobgoblins.
no, she's currently wearing it.
So you don't want to sell that.
Yeah, she's
She likes wearing a hat.
Okay.
Yeah, I have plans for it later, but that's late game stuff.
There are 5 bows. Short
Okay.
bows. 5 short bows.
He's not sure he has enough gold to buy anything else. He only has 2,700 gold left.
Okay, so 2,700 is then how much is willing to offer us for these items that we told him already?
So the short bows, the 2 +1 weapons, the cloak that you've done, all that stuff, he will give you 2,700 gold for all of it.
Everybody happy with that?
And that's all he's got. Yeah.
2,700 gold. Okay, we will. So just to confirm, I'm gonna just write the items that are gone now. So, that was given away already. So the dagger +1 is gone. The cloak is gone. Then
The second orb
the-
is gone.
the second orb. What orb?
You said there were 2 orbs? An orb of time and then the black orb, right?
No, there's no black orb. It was
okay.
just one orb that was. It was the black sphere
Gotcha.
watch. It was
Okay.
It's just one. Yeah.
All right.
So there's none of that. Yeah. You may reduce the amount. So short bows are gone. The GMs are gone.
Mhm.
And just a little check. That is I don't know whether there's another +1 a weapon. I thought it was just the dagger, unless somebody wants. Obviously, Deus is you have. There's a quarter staff +1, and then there was the Sky Blinder staff that you have. So you have an extra quarter staff, Deus.
Yeah. So if someone wants it, I can hand it off, or I could just sell it.
Well,
Because the Skyblinder and the quarterstaff are more or less the same. The only thing is,
They are,
just
yeah.
the Skyblinder has the extra.
Yeah, but he's out of
abilities.
gold to give
yeah,
it.
Brass is out of gold, so I mean,
Okay, yeah.
we can just hold on to it until we find it. We get to a better,
Yeah.
bigger place that has more money, or you know, Naraya might buy it if she deals in magic items.
Okay. So for now, it's with you, Deus. I'm just
Yep.
gonna put as an item there that you have. That's it, really. The items that we
Okay.
can sell to him.
Cool. So you guys are done with Jeremiah?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
So how much gold total did we just sell?
2,700 plus the 635. So 3,335.
All right, one set. 3,325, right? 3,335. Okay. Cool.
That's 555 gold each.
Yeah, but don't. There's more gold. That's the thing. So at the end, we will divide everything by 6. If that's okay.
All right. Well then,
Because we have when I counted selling everything else, we had like obviously it's less now, but it would have been an extra 500 and well, yeah, it is. No, it's working out okay. Blah blah blah. Okay, I don't think there's anything else other than the silk.
Okay.
all right.
And
Well,
she looks at she. The silk is in a box. It's 200 pounds worth of silk. She looks
Yep.
around and does anybody can carry this?
Jim Roy will come pick it up.
Okay. Would you will yeah, that's fine. Cool. So we go somewhere else. We have a
Okay.
lot of currency as well that we need to exchange, basically.
Yep. So, as you guys.
thank you, Mr. Barassa.
He looks at you. Have a nice day, madam, and bows deeply, keeping his eyes averted.
Mm-hmm.
This way. She comes back this way. And this is the building she always wanted to go into, but never got the chance to go into.
As you walk in, Naraya, behind the counter there, waves at you. Greetings. Welcome to the Tomorium, home of the Tome.
Does it smell like books in here?
It does.
Yeah, she just takes that deep breath as she breathes it in. And she is going to excitedly start looking at the various books on the shelves. She's not paying attention to what they sell to Naraya.
Can I help you?
She's already distracted.
She well, I don't know if the Tomorrow is the place for trading this, but she wants to buy the silks that she has?
I have no use for silks, I'm afraid.
I didn't think you did. I don't think there's anything we can sell her, really, to be honest.
Well, the quarterstaff, if
If
Deus
she
doesn't
wants
want
to
it.
buy, yeah. Would you be interested in magical quarterstaff?
Yes, I would. I will give you
Um,
500 gold for it, after all.
500?
If you're not happy with that, you can leave.
Well, yeah, not sure. She looks around and I don't think I am. 500 is
Very
too
well.
low.
Not
What
usually
about-
you're not usually gonna find better than that, mistress.
Is that what you say?
Jim Roy says yes.
Should we sell it for 500 gold? Make
Uh,
it
Breezy, yeah, well, Breezy's about to say, what about 750?
Well, your persuasion check.
her patented "what about?"
Yeah,
method
As
of-
you come
of
running up
persuasion.
after the whole thing. Wow,
Oh, very good. Yeah.
I can do 750 gold.
Yay!
Okay.
Thank you.
So we sell the +1 quarter stuff.
Yeah, Breezy gives that very cute, charming grin. She is
rolls her
adorable.
eyes. Whatever.
You have a very nice selection.
Thank you.
Breezy, like, what kind of books are on the shelves? Is it like
Yeah, I was about to ask
It's
the same
mostly
thing. Are there, like-
nonfiction. Yeah, it's nonfiction, mostly about gardening, general histories. There's a couple of spell books that are locked behind glass, but you know, it's literally 2. It's not a whole bunch.
Mhm.
There's a couple fictional books. You can, there's a couple novels. Breezy, you find yourself looking at a section that has a couple of titles that might make Breezy turn red. Or would she know? Roll an insight check, Breezy. How naive
Oh,
is
God.
Breezy?
She's very
in the
naive.
smut section. Oh, God.
It depends on how how it's worded.
Sure. Awesome. So as she looks at exotic tales and how to use them, the complete collection, the weasel in the meat locker, the minx in the minx in the hallway? That's what it is. Yeah. And the salt of the sea.
Oh, Marlo might like this. She grabs a copy of the Salt by the Sea, and she's just shopping around right now. And you said there was a book about general history?
Yeah, General Toivoan history from a Shuian perspective, for the record.
Oh, okay. She would grab one of those too. And yeah, she'll put that down in front of Naraya. How much for these two?
Weasel in a Meat Locker. That
gold.
was Cecilia's favorite book.
I'm sorry, what'd she say?
2 gold, please.
2 gold, okay.
Indeed.
Remove. And okay, well that's it for Breezy has for right now. So let me add that.
There was something that we didn't figure out yet. Actually, you have the nice black box with gloss back that had the smoldering gems in it. This with the symbol of Kifu. Not sure if you want to sell that. That was we juice.
The title of the book is Silk of the Sea.
Oh, Silk of the Sea.
Yes.
Well, that's still sea stuff. She doesn't. I mean, Silk of the Seas. All she knows is Marilla is a sailor, and that has sea in it, so she doesn't know what's inside of it. But
oh, she does. It looks
hold
like
on.
that.
Well, yeah, it's about 2 sailors or something. I don't know.
Would she thumb through it, or would she read the
No,
synopsis?
she just saw the title and bought it.
Okay.
So let me just add that to my sheet. As far as the smoldering gems, I think they're using. Jim is using them.
No, the box that the gems came from. We kept the box. It had emeralds on it.
It's a nice box.
Yes, it is. Excuse me. Would you mind? Would you exchange currency?
What currency are you looking to exchange?
I have plenty of silver, copper. I want to change into gold if that's possible.
I can do a little bit, yes. Up to 1,200 gold.
Okay, well, that should be enough. She'll produce 1,400 silver.
Sure.
Which is
And
it
you
will be
exchange it
200.
Yep.
230. It'll be 233,
you
right?
You just remove a 0 off of it.
Oh yeah, okay. So 1,000. 140. Well, 2,300 copper. This should do that.
Okay, so you get 23 gold.
23 gold. Then there is also 700 silver pieces.
That's 70 gold.
So 70 gold. Let me just make sure I got this right. Because
That's right.
yeah, no, I think he is right. It's just the things I had. I just want to say
Mhm.
mark the things I had as exchanged with
Sure.
sold. That'll be it, really. I think.
Cool.
There's no other items, no other currency. So I'll total everything up, and I'll tell people how much we have.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. Is there anything else anyone would like to sell or buy while you guys are here in Nomra?
I know the answer is probably no, but just while I'm looking around the library, are there any like research books or like textbooks about like magic? I figured there
Yes.
would be. Oh, there
There
are?
would be a book on magic. You can
Well-
recognize it by the runes on the back, which are draconic in origin.
I will just interject here quickly. Everybody, please
Mhm.
add 708 gold pieces to your character sheets. Okay.
708.
708.
So there's draconic. I'll reach for the book that has draconic. It's not locked up, right? It's just on the shelf.
Correct.
I'll reach for it and crack it open. Is it in common or is the whole book in draconic?
It appears to be in draconic. However, the moment you crack it open, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
All right. Deus, you are compelled to read the book.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well, is it in common or draconic?
I was gonna say, is it in common or draconic? As
draconic.
I'm reading it.
Yeah, it's in draconic.
Can you read draconic?
I cannot read draconic.
Crazy. Yeah.
Could I sit down like a child in
Yeah.
like the book aisles of a Walmart and ritual cast comprehend languages to read this book?
Yes.
All right, I will do that. I will ritual cast comprehend languages.
Cool.
Oh, well, that takes 10 minutes, right? Breeze, she sees this and she peers over his shoulder to look at it.
Will be
And
you
she'd make a
compelled
wisdom
as
saving
well?
throw.
Yep, you're now compelled. Wait a minute. Keep in mind, you're never gonna forget. Will you just continue reading that in your mind forever?
Breezy, you are not compelled to read the book.
Well, she does read draconic and she starts reading it out loud. What's the title called?
You're reading it out loud. Awesome.
Yeah.
I need generally. I need
Oh,
Chrysanthria
my goodness.
and I need Merlot. No, Merlot and Tomo are outside. So generally and Breezy. I
Well,
need you
no,
to
well,
also
I already-
make
I already-
saving throws.
Oh, I just did.
Yes. Well, Breezy, but generally.
You mean Lumi?
Lumi? Sorry. Yes.
Oh, I need to do. Sorry.
What was the DC on that?
It's a 14.
I'm gonna use favored by the gods.
Okay.
Do we
Awesome.
notice anything related to this?
You hear the draconic enchantment coming from the other side of the room where Breezy is, as the rumbles and growls of Breezy's incantation roll through the Tomorium.
I turn around and say, Breezy, stop that at once!
Naraya walks over. You should not be reading that. And we'll close the book.
But so what was?
I will impulsively set up. How much? How much for the book?
She looks at you. This book is dangerous. It is not for sale.
Shouldn't it be behind one of them glass cases then?
If it's not for sale, why do you keep it out on the
Most
shelves?
people who have manners don't read books in a bookstore. They buy them and then purchase them and walk away and
Breezy,
read later.
yeah, Breezy does look a little embarrassed because she is absolutely, if she can get away with it, she will absolutely read in the bookstore. Yeah, she turns on Deus and just wags her finger again. Deus, what have I told you about reading in bookstores?
Dave's just gonna like very with a purpose march towards the front desk. How much for the book?
She looks at you.
Jamali had walked out as well, just looking crestfallen. He just looks downwards and doesn't even want to say anything.
She looks at you. I will sell you the book for 1,000 gold. Not a penny more. Not a penny less.
You want some of that breezy? How about 750?
No.
How about 707? Leave me with one gold to my name.
I will sell you the book for 1,000 gold.
Dave's just gonna angrily turn his back and walk out the store.
And you will have a sense of longing as you walk out the door there, Deuce. You'll never know what the end of that book said.
What was the title of it? Because Breezy read the title of it.
The title is The Crimson Throne.
Crimson Throne. Interesting. But Breezy looks at Naraya and just says, "Oh, do you have magical inks here?" I mean,
I have some basic magic inks, yes.
well, just in case I ever find something out in the wilds and I want to inscribe it.
Of course. How much would you
Uh,
like?
I guess because that stuff's expensive. Hold on. I forgot how wizards do their thingy with the books and the inscribing stuff.
It just
I think
costs
it's 1 hour per level. And
Not for me. But
I
it's
think
the actual cost of it's like 50 gold pieces per level, right?
Right.
Of the spell.
something like that, yeah. I'd have to go back and check, but yeah.
Let me just.
Being a wizard
Let
is
me just.
expensive.
Yeah, it is. Where are the rules? Oh, whatever. I'll just say 250 gold worth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spell level times caster level times 25 gold.
Yeah.
Alright. So, 250 gold worth of magical inks. Awesome. And then she's going to offer you a coloring kit for 200 gold.
A coloring kit.
After all, young ladies like to color.
250 gold. Nice.
Well, Breezy, like, is it like a coloring book?
It is a series of ink pots, various paints. Roll an Arcana check. Let's see if you recognize these.
Oh.
With an I-24, these are marvelous pigments.
Amazing. Well worth it.
Would you purchase marvelous pigments for 200 gold, Breezy?
Yes, I would.
All right.
You could.
There is a house rule, and I will warn you about the house rule. If you're going to use this, I'm going to ask you to draw whatever you're doing, and you need to put a picture of it in Discord.
Nice.
Okay, so
I like that.
there is a chance that Breezy might be a better artist than I am.
Understood. But it's fun to do, regardless.
Actually, you know what? She's not a good artist. She was a working girl, working at a tavern, and then she was at school for a year. So no, she doesn't know how to draw. So
Okay.
yeah, this should be good. So it was 250 for the ink, and then
Yep,
200
and-
for the 450 total.
Yes, sir.
Can I? That's fine. Lumi will say. Are we done here then?
I will
We're
ask
done.
Naraya. Do
Yes.
you have any blank? Any blank?
Vellum? Yes. Here.
No,
And she
blank.
will
Oh my
use-
god, I'm having a brain. Any blank spell books. There we go.
Yes, I do. I will sell them to you for 20 gold each.
I'll buy 2 then.
Very well.
The in fact, Lomi does want to whether she has is this spell books just a normal book
They're
type
just
of
normal
diary
spell
type of
books,
thing?
right? Right.
Yeah, the 2 she got are normal spell books, and
Okay. Lomi
Yeah,
will
alright.
buy one, and she also will buy if
Okay.
she has any parchment to sell.
Yep, she is parchment.
well,
How much? The book is
The
20
parchment
gold,
is
right?
yeah, the parchment is 1 silver
Should be two.
each. So however many you
One
want to
silver.
buy.
She will buy 1 silver each. 30?
30? Okay. So 3 gold worth. Awesome.
And the ink pots, 2 of those.
Yep. Okay. That's a gold each.
How
Alright.
much? 1 gold, yeah.
Correct.
Right, I will deduct that shortly out of my thing, and
Alright.
she'll thank it, and she'll leave the room.
Cool. Awesome. So the guys have been waiting outside patiently or impatiently. How are you guys acting? Because I'm going to check in with the 4 guys during the mall shopping.
Chimroli is muttering how do such stupid stuff in the shop and just get away with it.
Oh yeah,
Right,
he would have been arrested for that. Yeah.
muttering, like, oh yeah, better than us. You know, I'm like, and very very low tones, just kind of pacing back and forth, muttering that.
Okay.
Lomi
What's Tomo been
mentioned.
doing? One
Oh
sec,
yeah, go
let me
for it.
check in with the
No,
guys.
Yeah,
Tomo,
please check with them. It's fine.
what have you been doing?
Tomo is actually standing there with this rather heavy bag of gold coins in his hands right now, just kind of staring at it like a 1,000-yard stare. And then he kind of like looks up at the party and he goes, This I don't feel comfortable with this amount of money on me. Would you guys like to hold my share?"
You've never been this fiscally responsible before?
Lomi looks just like, what? Why?
I'm not very smart with money, and besides, it'll weigh me down. I just feel more comfortable if you guys held on to it.
Well, she looks around. See anybody says anything? If nobody's gonna say, she can say that she can keep it on her. She can keep it for you if you like.
Yeah, he'll give you
your money.
Sorry, Jim, we didn't hear you properly. You broke up a bit.
Oh, I said, giving me your money and shoe. They might assume I stole it from you just on default and take it from me, and you'll never see it again, and I'd be back in jail.
Oh, and Lumi, I can keep it on my sanctum for you if you like. It's yours. I would only be keeping it.
Sure. I'll hold on to 25. You can have 750.
Okay, so I will put 750 on the
Okay.
thing and say that's yours.
Awesome.
Okay.
And these coins are on ropes. There's a hole through each of the coins, and they come in ropes.
Awesome. That's so much easier to carry. Lumi actually looks at it. It's like, really should do this more often. Everywhere, coins should be like this always.
I've never seen this much gold in my life.
Yeah.
And Tomo has been granted inspiration by Rice Hunter TTV.
Nice.
Thank you, Rice Hunter.
And she looks at the box with the silks and she says, "Is anywhere they would buy these things?"
Look around.
Looking at the map.
You know that here? No.
No. Do you mind keep a hold for it for a while? I can store it again later today.
Okay.
I suppose I don't really have a choice.
I'm sorry, she says. And one last thing I was going to mention above the table is that do you want to try to visit the alchemist to see these crazy potions that could end the world, the rainbow potions.
What do you mean? Let's see.
Sell them.
Do you want to
What
sell
do you,
them?
what are you wanting them to?
Well,
Lumi's asking if you guys want to attempt to sell the unstable healing potions.
that's what I'm asking. Yeah.
The
I didn't think that anywhere here had money left to sell it.
well, we haven't sold out.
Yeah,
is
you
over
can
here.
go to the alchemist and talk to them. They can buy potions if you'd
Okay.
like, and they can also sell you potions if you'd like to purchase
Yeah.
potions. However many potions
Yeah,
you
we
want,
can
we
go
can
over that.
gloss over that real quick, or we can go explore that. Either way.
I'm cool selling those if you guys are.
They're
Yeah,
worth a
that's
lot of money,
healing, that's the,
but they're also
they're worth a lot. They're also,
yeah, they're also like if you're down, they can basically bring you back almost to full life.
I mean, we can keep them. The only reason I say is obviously it's worth a lot of money. That's all.
I know what
Well, the thing is-
Kimberly's stance on those are.
Well, the character, the player, yeah.
The player character, yeah.
okay,
The player.
we call them Aimer Kool-Aid. Because he drinks them like Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
You want to keep it? It's fine.
Kimberly goes, well, let's see how much they'd offer. I mean, right now, their value, intrinsic value isn't as high as they'd be, you know, a month from now, if you get my drift.
I understand.
But it all depends how much they're willing to offer.
Bethel will,
I mean,
if you guys run down there, you guys can find out that Bethel's willing to pay you 1,500 gold per unstable healing potion.
1,500 per?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oof.
Or she will exchange for supreme healing potions.
Well, a 1-to-1 or like a, let's see, I forget the, let's see the price of
1-to-1.
Supreme.
Yep.
Oh,
1-to-1.
Supreme, not Superior. Oh, okay. Okay, I was
Yeah.
thinking,
How many do we have?
We have
five
five.
total.
5 total. We we need to buy.
1,500.
Sorry, go for it.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say for 1,500. I mean, that's almost one per person. I guess we're one short, but like I would have rather just taken the gold personally.
That's up to you
Well,
guys.
But
we'll take a vote here. Intrinsically, like
'Cause-
from a meta standpoint, 4 hit dice worth of healing isn't nearly as strong as when you're level 12.
I agree. Yeah.
You know.
The other thing is that it is just one potion, can bring you back. We could keep some of those. We don't have to sell them all. We could sell some of the other ones, maybe 2 or 3 even, and use that money to buy potions for everybody. Because I'm not sure if everyone has enough potions in their character sheets. I only have the let me see how many. I only got 2 healing potions. In fact, just 2 normal healing potions. And we are going to be going into the wilds, into a dig site, a town, a city that's been lost into to the world for many years. God knows what we're going to encounter. We are likely, I'm sure one thing we won't encounter is a shop between here and there.
Yeah, I think my thinking is like that's a one when you use it, it's a one use to heal yourself back. So for my guy, I know that he wants to eventually improve his armor, which would in the long run I think help him like lose that much health fewer times.
Well, right now you can already afford split mail. If you want to, that'd be a bump. We can find split mail here. I don't know if there's an actual like blacksmith shop. Doesn't there is one back to Barasa. So there is that. I'm definitely not against it. Because, definitely get more value. I'd say, how much gold are we able to sell all 5, Eric, if possible?
Yep, you can sell all 5. She's got enough coins to do that, or barter if you want to barter for the same value.
It would be a minimum. Be minimum between 7,500 to 5,000 for 10,000. Sorry, 7,500 to 10,000.
What's the
And
10,000?
it was said that they can be traded 1-for-1 for supreme healing potions as well.
Yep.
Yeah, which are worth 1350 normally. So this depends how we want to do it, because we could do a trade of, say, like 2 for gold, and then the rest in greater healing potions.
I'm
Get you 20.
Sorry, say again, Eric.
That would get
Give
us.
you like
That would get us,
20.
yeah, 20. Get us 20 greater healing potions and 4,500 gold.
You
45.
guys want to do that?
Well, I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd
Let
say
me
that's
just put the numbers here then.
Does anyone want to
Um,
keep an unstable healing potion? Just checking.
I'm fine with the party selling theirs. Yeah, yeah. They're very good at high levels when you have a lot of HP, but at our levels, normal potions are fine.
Very well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
And then 20. What was it? 20 what?
20 greater healings.
Potion of greater healing.
Yep. And
How will you guys
4,500
want to?
gold.
4,500 gold.
So everybody, Tomo, I will add this to yours as well. But everybody add 750 gold to your sheet.
Dang.
So fucking crazy.
Yep.
We
I'll-
are rich.
That will
So-
not take you very far at all in the grand scheme of things.
As
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
we'll-
are now
750?
wealthier. Yep, 750.
Thank you.
As you guys are now wealthier than you have ever been, and have enough
Yeah.
money to last you for 4 years, if you choose to
Yep.
retire, we can end the campaign right here, and you guys can choose to retire your characters. For the next 4 years, you will live like kings and queens and have all your needs met. If you do smart
I want-
investing, you could last even longer.
I'm a man.
Or a man, for a man, even more. But should you press start to continue, we can continue the adventure next week. What do you guys
Yep.
think?
I think we'll
We'll have to
Yep.
think it
Will
over.
you let your characters retire in luxury with not a care in the world and let Zalfriora walk away? Or are you going to help her?
I invested 100,000 channel points in this. We better be helping her.
Okay.
We
Any
will help her.
opposition?
Don't worry.
This is a chance for
No.
you guys to change characters if you're not enjoying these characters.
Oh no, I love my character, so yeah,
Okay.
no, definitely.
Cool.
It's gonna be Tomo for sure.
All right. Then what we'll do is we will come back next week. As next week you guys will leave Nomrat and head south with Zalfriora along the road. I hope you guys are
We
enjoying the
wanted to do it-
content. Good.
Can we do offline shopping?
Absolutely, we can do some offline shopping.
That'll
Absolutely.
be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a lot more in this town that you guys can really buy, but we can do a little bit if you guys want to.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, I think
don't
we've
have
got
to
anything
wait to
else
get you
we can
guys
add.
through anything else before
Yep.
time's up.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
I
no
just
problem.
also tell everybody to put 3 greater healing potions in the inventory, and
And
they are
remove any unstables, right?
and
Yes.
remove any unstables. And I would suggest then, Tomo, add 1 extra greater healing potion to you, and Jim Rowley, do you want the 1 extra as well, or
Sure.
Merlo? Okay, so
how many do Merlot have?
it will be 20.
I have quite
Go
a
on.
few. I feel like you guys could take them. I got a lot of loot recently.
I mean, it's about staying alive.
It's about staying alive. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, why don't we give? You said it's 1 extra or 2 at the end of it? Because I was
No,
gonna say we could
the
give it.
2 people get 4.
Okay, definitely give Tomo 1, and then generally, how many levels do you have?
How many how many levels or how many potions?
I'm just thinking because no, I'm thinking because I might have the biggest lay on hands pool as far as
you
healing
definitely
myself.
do. I only have two levels of paladin. That's what I'm taking.
Okay, so do you want the extra potion then?
No, you'll be in front more than I am. You can have it.
Okay.
So you have it at 4. Tomo at 4. Everybody else just at 3. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yep. Sorry, Eric.
You're fine. Absolutely, you guys are good.
Let's see.
So the sheet is clean with all of it dealt with. What I might do is I'm just gonna confirm with you guys that you have all the items on your sheets, and then if you do, I'll just delete the loot sheet and start a new one.
My sheet is good.
Okay. And if we can't sell the silk, I will just put the overnight. I will put the silk back in the in storage on the Sanka. Okay.
All right.
Amazing.
Cool. All right. Well, that's where we're going to end for today. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. I know there's a ton of amazing ones out there, and I'm very glad you guys have chosen me to be yours. You guys got to meet Zalfriora's art today and got to do your shopping and restocking. You resolved the stuff within Nomrat, and we will pick up next week as we leave Nomrat and head south on the road trip.